All right, big puppy.
Cool. Let's get started. Um, Hello, everybody. Eran here, aka Big Puppy. We're both Big
What
Puppy.
about, yeah, big puppy now. We're promoted.
Yeah. This is Liam, in case you don't know. It is now November 2025. In June 2024, this is important context. I flew Liam to come to live with me in Bali, and he's been living with me for a year and a half almost. It was meant to be 6 months. I just wanted abs, basically. You know? And
Crazy.
we have so much. I think it was I know for me it was life changing, the whole experience, and there's so much to talk about. And we actually booked this studio for 3 hours. We're in a professional studio in Bali. We booked for 3 hours to literally just talk some smack, talk some shit, and just document the journey. And I'm doing it for people that maybe know us and they're kind of curious about the whole thing. People that have no idea who we are. And to be honest, I'm doing it for like my freaking kids and grandkids, and like just and even just for us when we're old. Like I want to look back and look at this entire year and a half and see how much of a trajectory that impacted.
One of the biggest pivots of my life personally.
Yeah.
Probably yours too.
For sure.
Yeah.
In different ways, and I think I didn't want to, because I'm leaving in a couple of days from Bali for a few months. I didn't want us to not sit down together and just fucking document it. Yeah, debrief. Yeah. Do like a real debrief and document it. Just document it for us. And if no one watches it but us, that's worth it.
Oh, I'd watch it over and over throughout my life.
So
I'm sure
fun.
of it.
It'll be so fun. So that's kind of the scope and where we're at in our journey. And I've got a list of like topics, because we probably talked about 90% of everything, I'd say. Like we kind of know what the things that we went through. But I'll tell you, I have one question that I don't think I've ever asked you, and I'm actually curious to know. And this is context. I sent Liam a message in January, February 24.
Late January.
And I was in Dubai at the time. Somebody planted the seed about going to Bali. And I sent him a message saying, I'm thinking about going to Bali, or I want to get fit. Do you want to come live with me and help me with everything? So crazy.
Epic.
Where were you at the time, physically,
Yep.
and also mentally? I'm curious to know where were you at the time when you got the message?
I think I got the message while I was at work concreting. Because I was definitely back at work.
Okay.
We had Christmas holidays. I think we had 4 weeks off.
Yeah.
I think I went back to work maybe mid-Jan.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure it was a late Jan that you messaged.
Yeah.
It might have been late at the end of Jan or early Feb.
Yeah.
But I remember I got the message. I couldn't read it because I was pushing barrows and slaving away. Good stuff. And then I listened to it, I think, either on the drive home or once I got home.
Yeah.
And was just like mind blown. Because you're just straight to the point. You didn't like fluff around. You're just like, mate, I know you've always wanted to live in Bali. I know you love it. I've never been. I want to go. Do you want to maybe fucking sort it out and come with me? And I was just like, it shook everything, because this is not really an opportunity that many get, So it's it was surreal. I didn't really understand what was happening, and I didn't even think it was still a possibility, to be honest. I thought it was just, talk is cheap. Didn't really make sense, because not many people just get to quit their job and move internationally, especially to a place they've wanted to live for many, many years. So. Yeah. And then obviously we went back and forth voice messaging for the coming weeks, and you kind of put into my head that it was a reality. This is what can happen.
Yeah.
I can put you out. I can pay for all the expenses, accommodation, food. You don't have to worry about a thing. You just focus on me.
Yeah. And
then it kind of became reality. I was like, this could work. I can help him. He can help me.
Yeah.
This is a great exchange of service.
Yeah.
And then I kind of hindered on it for a little while, and I knew what I wanted to do, but I was obviously anxious about quitting to my boss and all these things, because he served me well, and he was such a good boss. And obviously I didn't have any responsibilities in the sense of a missus or kids or anything like that. So it's very achievable, but still daunting, moving to a tropical island, where you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But here we are, 18 months later.
Fuck.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy. I don't know when the point was of me actually saying, yes, let's do it, but I remember I was outside of Force Fitness Osborne Park in Perth, and I was voice messaging you when I was about to get in my car to go home, and I was discussing things with you. Yep, I'll sell my shit, I'll do this, I'll do that. And I remember that I don't know if it's when it's officially I said yes, it's happening, but I remember voice messaging you saying, yep, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
But I was outside my gym.
Yeah, right.
And I was already contemplating what to tell my boss, and I'd already told my other co-worker to say, what should I say? I was anxious about telling me because you know, he trained me up well and he put a lot of time into training me and stuff. So it was all these like things I was battling in my head to get over here. But I do remember outside the gym was when I made the decision, like, it's on, like this is it.
Was it after the first voice note or after some exchanges?
After the first note, I kind of said it was a possibility in my head, but I already knew deep down I wanted to. But I know there was a point over the coming maybe 2 or 3 weeks when we were exchanging voice messages when you knew it was going to happen and I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
We both just kind of knew and we just said, fuck it, like, let's just go it.
Yeah.
And then I remember being outside going, I'm fucking excited, man. I'm so excited. And I was, you know, and then you're like, yeah, bro, me too. It's epic, man.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's funny because I've listened to the original voice message since we've been here, but I haven't listened to our other ones.
We should.
We should.
Yeah.
At some point, we should just like even have somebody just scrape through and just like transcript or something. Cause
get a conversation that we can just put into.
I'll tell you what's funny. This is another point. We never actually hopped on a call for the entire time. We did the whole thing on voice notes. We never...
Voice notes and messages.
No FaceTime, no Zoom, nothing. Just voice notes, back and forth. Fucking TED Talks too.
Yeah, like 8-9 minute ones and shit. I would always listen to your ones when I was on the way to the gym or to work. I'd put it on my Bluetooth speaker in my car and I'll be listening to your like 8-minute audio night about like everything on the way to work. Just like, yeah, boy. Yeah, epic.
Because also I've never been to Bali. So I had no context on how much things are going to cost and things like that. Like I think there was a lot of that probably, like logistics from me.
Yeah. You were very, you know, what's the word?
Planning, I think.
Yeah, you were just planning on what it was. You asked a lot of
Yeah.
questions about Bali in particular.
Yeah.
Even co-working, I'm pretty sure, and asking what is available because you had no idea.
Yeah.
You know what's accessible and what's not. And there's a lot to say about Bali. Realistically, it's a lot going on this island. In all honesty, it's crazy. It's a crazy island.
So much. And where were you mentally at the time that was like, yeah, I want to do this?
Mentally at the time, I know I was just slaving away, man. I was just concreting, and it was just a mission. Like I love the boys who I worked with, and respect the tradies out there because it's tough work, especially bricklaying or concreting.
Yeah.
But to manage that and gym together, it's just I knew it wasn't a forever thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I love it, and you can make good money once you're fully qualified and good at it. I was still kind of learning, but I just knew I was like, I can't do this to my body for a whole lifetime.
Yeah.
And be these people who are like 50 and still pushing concrete barrows and slaving and hurting their back, and it was never for me.
Yeah.
Just like every other job I've had. I've had like at least 15 jobs in my life. So
Yeah. Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, and then since moving to Bali, would you say there has been times where you doubted your decision?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give me some examples.
Mine was the first week.
Yeah.
The first week.
Same.
And it wasn't anything of you or anything like that. It was just like the overwhelmingness of like, holy shit, I'm fucking here. And I don't have a backup plan.
Yeah.
And there's also like the fear and anxiety of not knowing where anything was. Like I knew Canggu pretty well.
Yeah.
But all the little things I took for granted in Perth, you know, my sugar-free drinks or sugar-free lollies or just all these little things that you just get and they're just a part of your life and you don't even realize that they're not here anymore.
Yeah.
So when I was like, oh, where's this or where's that? And they're not here, you can't buy them.
Yeah.
And when you don't have like your structure or your routine, for me, I need that. Otherwise I go a bit crazy.
Yeah.
So there was a point where I was like, what the fuck? I remember calling mum going, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging this. And I said it to Alex from I Am Vegan Bag. I don't know what I'm doing, man. He's like, chill. Everyone has this moment when you're like away from home and away from family.
Yeah.
He's like, just punt through it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Yeah, man. Like the first week, I remember. I'll tell you, it was. I remember. I think you were. We were riding somewhere, so I was in the back, and I've never been to like Canggu traffic or any of that. And I remember like there was one time. I think this was. I remember the turn where the thought actually came into my mind, and it was, you know, when you there's the turn where you have the option to go to the left, which is where Kind is, and Coach Cafe and all that, and then there's the other direction
towards in Canggu.
Yeah, and it was right around that turn. I was like, "What the freaking hell am I doing in this zoo?" You know, we're freaking Canggu traffic.
No road rules.
No road rules.
No helmets.
No, like it's just like I was like, "What am I doing here?" And also it weighed on me as well, because I know you've made a way more drastic move in terms of the risk factor, I think, because I've been nomadic for already a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I was kind of used to like arriving in a place, okay, let's go somewhere else. It wasn't like, but I've locked myself into 6 months. Like we agreed for 6 months. So it wasn't like, I can't just abandon the dude, But yeah, definitely that was that moment.
From a chaos perspective, it was just overwhelming. Like,
yeah, from a chaos perspective.
Yeah.
From a chaos perspective, but it was everything still, And also,
what about the first gym sessions and stuff? Was it overwhelming? Or counting your food and all these things, or did it?
To be honest, you took so much of that off me.
Yeah, true.
Which is kind of the point.
Mhm.
You took that weight off me. I didn't have to think about anything. And I think at the very beginning, you did a lot more cooking as well.
Yeah, 100%.
You definitely did more cooking at the beginning. And then we just got smarter. Like at first, like there's so many things that we probably could have done better, which I think is so worth actually sharing. I think the biggest fundamental shift, if I was to say 2 fundamental shifts, is number 1, we added recovery. That was huge for my body. Like adding sauna and ice bath was
definitely
really huge.
Daily
difference.
too.
Daily.
Yeah.
They're really, like we did it in Alpha Gym, but
Which was a mission in itself.
It was a mission.
Remember we kept going back for recovery later in the
That's
evening
right.
sometimes?
That's
And if we hit the traffic, it would take us like 30 to 40 minutes sometimes across the Canggu shortcut. So we'd go like 30 minutes just to get to an ice bath and sauna to come home.
And I'd do a minute if I'm lucky. So, but once we incorporated that in RSSA and all that, I think that definitely helped massively. And I think also training separately. Because at first, for the first 6 months, we like at Alpha, we trained together. So we do 2.5 hours. And I was like, this is so long.
Not time efficient for you.
It was
You're a time efficient man.
Yeah. So I think that was a big difference. I don't think you've taken so much weight off at the beginning in terms of like you really took care of the food. I don't know if we even did a lot of MyFitnessPal counting calories because I was on the bulk.
Yeah, once you started bulking, the first couple of weeks we were just gauging your calories to see where you're at and to see what you can tolerate. And then from there, man, because you just had no appetite at the start whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was just like making you eat.
Yeah.
Like every 3 hours max.
Literally.
I was like, just eat. And as long as that scales were going up gradually, I didn't really care.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of got you comfortable eating it. You did get an appetite, you actually, for the first time ever, I don't know if it was like 2 months in or whenever, you're like, I'm hungry. Like
100%.
but it went through that kind of hardship where you just were fucked all the time. You would eat and you'd have to nap.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm fucking
That's
full.
right.
I'll be like, lunch is ready. Like, dude, I just ate. Like, just
Yeah.
like.
I'd literally eat, go for it, gym, eat, nap, wake
eat.
up for another meal,
man.
and I'm like,
are you serious, man? We just ate, bro. Like,
it's like, no, dude, you've been sleeping for 2 hours.
literally, it was almost daily that you were napping.
Yeah.
It was also adjustment from the gym.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time you've actually gymmed every day, not just like at your hotel. When we first met, we got to go back through this too, man.
Freaking hell.
Fucking hell, we've skipped already.
I know. We're gonna go like this.
Yeah. We'll go back to this point. We'll remember this point, like how hard the gym was for you once you were actually doing it 5 days a week and eating all this food.
Yeah.
And your body was just a lot, it was a lot for you to get into. But how we actually first met is a banger, to be honest. Because it's just like, whether you want to call it fate or you want to call it God's work, God's handiwork, it was meant to be in its finest form. And there was a few things that, if things were different, it never would have happened. It's just very simple.
Yeah.
If I made a different choice or if he made a different choice, we never would have met.
Yeah.
I never would have moved here. He would never would have started this fitness journey. My parents wouldn't have retired and came here. My sister and her partner wouldn't have retired and came here. Well, not retired, but moved here.
Yeah.
It's all just the butterfly effect, I think it's called, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So how did we meet?
We met in an anti-vax Facebook group. Because neither of us are vax.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. And it's funny, I've never talked about this, by the way, like publicly. I've never actually said this. I've said it privately, but I've never said it like in a YouTube / like setting. But
it's a tough little...
Yeah, I just don't get controversial. My business is my business, and I just focus on my business. I never talk. But yeah, I thought the whole thing was rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky because I had a business and I was already at home, and so I didn't have the mandates. Nothing was pressuring me. I didn't have to get anything. That wasn't forced out of my job. But I joined. I don't know how I even ended up on. I'm curious. I don't even know how I ended up in that group.
True.
Because I don't know. Like, I think because when I built my business, I would go to other people's Facebook groups to engage and stuff. And I must have just come across a Perth group, and I saw anti-vax, because I think that was the name.
Yeah, it was Perth.
Anti-jab.
Perth,
something.
no X.
No X. That's
No
right.
X. COVID something or something like that.
It was a pretty blunt title. It was pretty obvious what it was. I was like, I'll join that.
How many you reckon was in it?
I think it was about 16,000 at the time.
16,000.
But I think it was the second group. I've heard that there was a group before that got shut down.
Makes sense.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or bad. But so I joined that group just because whatever, like-minded people. And I was such a hermit. I didn't know anybody in Perth either.
True.
So I thought, maybe I'll meet some like-minded people. You know what I mean? Because I don't do any socializing. Yeah, like I don't socialize. I don't go out. I wasn't dating. I wasn't doing anything. I had no friends in Perth. I played soccer, like futsal, once a week. But otherwise, there was zero socializing.
Just full nerd, mate.
Full nerd. I knew nobody. Which is also the other interesting point. We had no mutual friends. It was not like...
Zero.
Zero. It wasn't... There was no relation at all. So I ended up in a group, and then you posted.
Yeah, I lost my job. I was working at Audi, doing checkout, and you do everything at Audi. One person does it. They're a very, very small team. Shit business to work for. Shout out Audi. Good people work there though.
Don't sponsor this podcast.
Fuck that shit. Yeah, I got fired from there. The lovely regional manager sat me down in the office and said, you either get the COVID vaccine or you walk. And little bit known, he actually tried to blackmail me with gift cards. So I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, $100 gift card I think it was for Audi.
That you were to...
If I get vaccinated.
No way.
Yeah, man.
How much?
$100.
$100?
$100 gift card. But one-on-one, man, this is the thing that wigged me out. It's just me and him in a room, and I was the only one out of like the maybe 12 or 15 of us.
People.
Yeah, man, but like by ourselves, that's like criminal almost. He was like, you got to take it seriously, man. It's pretty serious shit. And I'm like, I just don't think it is that serious, mate. Like I'm a healthy young male. I look after my body. I've seen what it's doing to some people out there. I've seen it on the Instagram. I've seen all these pages, and the risk to reward is not good enough for me. I just don't feel the need to do it. I believe in my immune system. And he goes, mate, it's serious shit. You got to look out for other people. I was like, not interested, mate. And he said $100 like gift card, and you can keep your job and stuff. And I was like, mate, I'll just sign my resignation. It's done. That was the last conversation I had. Put the resignation in, lost that, and then obviously I couldn't get into gyms either. So if I did want a gym job, doing personal training, you weren't allowed in the gyms either. Yeah.
Gyms were closed at the time in Perth?
They closed for a little bit, but then they brought it back out. If you were vaccinated, you can train there. So I couldn't even train in the gym at the time. I had to go down to Scarborough Beach, and I used the park there, the chin-up bars, the dip bars, and bought a few dumbbells with my dad. My dad ended up buying a little mini home gym that cost him like $1,000 or something, like kind of the ones that was at your apartment. How it was like all in one contraption. We had one of them, so I was training out of my mum and dad's garage.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, it was epic. So we couldn't even go train in the gyms. It was just crazy. It was a crazy time. And I ended up posting on that Facebook group, just saying, does anyone want, to do personal training from home, or a park, if you will, and we can sort some kind of cash out or something like that. Try beat the system as best I could. And I posted on there and got a lot of engagement. People were saying, yeah, we'll come down to the park, or maybe you should start group classes. And then Eran just like commented and said, mate, I got a home gym like at my units in my apartments. I've never used it, but feel free to come down and we can sort something out.
Yeah.
And then I think I just DM'd him, and then it was on.
Yeah.
You booked in next week, did a session, had a chat for like an hour or two afterwards about the situation. And then Eran just said, all right, I'll pay for the next like 8 weeks or something. 3 sessions a week. Let's go.
Yeah.
Which was crazy, because this bloke is doing me a big favour, because he was a crazy man. This guy was working like all night till 5, 6 in the morning on his laptop nerding, and I would rock up sometimes at 6 or 6:30 in the morning. Yeah. Hasn't slept. And I train him in his gym. And then he goes and has a few Chobanis and goes to sleep. And he'll sleep till midday or whatever. But I was trying to like break that routine from him, and we even went to the shops a few times, to Coles, and picked out some other things. And I told you there's a few different snacks you could have instead of the old pretzels with peanut butter in the middle you were snacking on all day. He lived off Chobanis, like Chobani Fits, decent yogurt to be fair, but this guy would eat, I think, eight of them a day or something, the tube ones and shit. Anything convenient, he's on it. He knows what's up. Chobani's, pretzels, and like
The pretzel peanut butter though.
Pretzel
it's
peanut
like
butter.
a little pretzel square with
Yeah.
peanut butter inside.
I remember you like going through your pantry showing me like, these are good. These good. And I'm like, look, there's worse options. They're not the best, but we'll go with them. And I think you were eating a fair few lentils too.
Yeah, lentils.
Yeah, you're cooking lentils maybe.
I was cooking lentils because I like the lentils.
And then I got you onto Solara. I got you onto the meal prep
right,
service.
that's
You didn't
right.
mind them, but
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan.
wasn't a huge fan.
I struggled. And
Now you'd be fine with that, I think, because you
Yeah.
understand that like the actual macros and calories were great in them.
Yeah,
Whereas now you're just eating for the
Yeah.
sake of fueling your body.
Yeah.
You don't care so much about like you still eat the things you love, but I think you're a little bit like not less picky, but just more open to eating
yeah.
whatever
yeah,
it takes at the moment.
Yeah.
Just
We'll get back to the beginning of how we met in that part, because I have some questions. But just to give, there's a couple of points I think that we need to give important context. Liam, number one, he's a fit dude, but he's been in fitness his whole life, and for him to not be able to go to the gym, that is probably, I don't know, like you can agree, but or say your thoughts, but it's probably worse than losing your job. It's like you're taking the most stable, sanity. Most essential part of someone's life, and you're like, you cannot come in here anymore, and you're taking that away from somebody. And I know how much you love your routine, and I think that, by the way, that's another point we can talk about, because my routine was horrific, and you are the opposite. You have a very structured routine, and so that
in some aspects.
in some aspects, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
We'll go over this.
but
There's a
we
reverse.
we complemented each other in that
Yeah.
way. But that whole COVID period was so criminal to people like Liam, because they really it took away the one thing in their life that was bringing them joy. Doesn't matter what happened in the world, maybe it's breakups, whether it's the job shit, the boss shit, whether you're broke, whether the weather, you could still go to the gym.
No matter what.
And no matter what, and put in the 2 hours and just lift, and just that is your happy place. And
Yeah.
I joke about that.
Yeah.
But you guys are psychos, we call this day your happy place. But it is your happy place, and I get it. I totally get it now, because I've never been in that world before. Now I get it. But it's such a criminal time period.
Oh, I'll never forget that. I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Criminal, all of you.
Criminal. So that's one point. And then the other point on the food that I think is important to note, it's probably one of the first things that I learned from you here. I remember this was a very distinct, I don't know if you remember this, but when you first told me to eat, we need to eat again, I was like, but I'm not hungry yet.
Yeah, classic.
And this was such a mindset, it was a real mindset shift for me. Because I was like, but I'm not hungry. You're like, that doesn't matter. If you're hungry, that's too late. And I was like, hang on, what are you talking about? That was just such a mindset shift for me.
Yep.
Because literally my routine was, when I am tired and I cannot keep my eyes open, I go to sleep, because the body is saying, okay, it's time to go to sleep. So that could be 24 hours of being awake.
Literally.
When he says I was up until 6 a.m. and he come and train me, that doesn't mean that I was up all night. That means that I was up since lunchtime the day before.
Literally.
That was literally my life.
Yeah.
And food-wise, if I'm not hungry, I just don't eat. And so calories, not calories, all this stuff and then if I am a bit peckish, I just have my chobani. I have a little chobani and then I'm all hungry again. And so I just go through the whole day and I just snack on cucumbers as well.
Cucumber, chobani,
Cucumbers, chobanis and pretzels. But I will typically have one decent meal a day. Dome. I'd go to the Dome to go get eggs Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'd wake up at 10 o'clock at night and I'll have a Porto's.
Yeah.
I'd have a Porto freaking burger.
Double burger or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And that was my diet. That was just the way it was. And at times I would incorporate, I'd have a Tuesday night steak or eggs in the morning, whatever. But it was just literally whatever I felt like. Not the body was demanding me to sleep, then I'd sleep. The body was demanding me to eat, then I'd eat.
Yeah.
The body never tells you I'm thirsty for water. He just says I'm thirsty, so I just have Red Bull.
Yeah.
Or
How many Red Bulls do you reckon you drank a day?
No more than 2.
Okay.
No more than 2, but then I have juices also.
Juice, Red Bull, coffee.
Yeah.
Very minimal water.
Very minimal water. Very minimal water.
How good is that, dude?
Yeah, man. I think Because I'm such a time efficient dude. I'd be like, man, I don't have time to go to the toilet. Like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I work from
Or to
home.
make
It's not
you
a big
piss too
deal.
much.
You know, but that was definitely a factor. And when I got this, why I'm saying that is because the Solara, when you told me to do that, and you told me like eat this, and I get 3 meals delivered, and I'm like, man, I'm not hungry
Yeah.
for 3 meals. I
Maybe
just
you
didn't-
gave them to me. They're in your freezer for ages,
Yeah.
some of them. You're like, I ate some of them, but the rest have just been sitting there.
Yeah, yeah. But that was a huge mindset shift. I don't
Mm.
know if you realized that, but that was a huge. You probably don't, but this was a
I
huge.
didn't really think about it, but yeah, it was massive.
That was a huge shift for me. Like, no, you don't wait until you're hungry. You have. This is the target.
Yeah, and if you're trying to make your body change dramatically,
Yeah.
transform it, and putting it through all these stressful things, that's what you're doing in the gym. Technically, you're stressing your body
Yeah.
under amounts of pressure.
Yeah.
You've got to fuel it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go to the gym without fueling
Yeah.
it. So,
Okay, so let's go back to the. Oh yeah, you go.
I was gonna say, so we sat, and I remember there's a point where we sat near your pool and we talked for a
Yeah.
couple of hours.
After the first training.
Yeah, we
yeah.
talked about even your life. You talked about moving to Perth from Sydney and all the
Yeah.
things you've been through, and I talked a little bit about my history, about what I went
Yeah.
through, and then you just went boom. All right, let's get this sorted. And then I remember obviously we gelled, and I think it was because I personally think it was because I admired a lot of things in you I don't have.
Yeah.
And I knew that from the get go.
Yeah.
I knew you were a workaholic. I'm not,
Yeah.
in a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Passionate about fitness, but I don't like working for the man and the matrix as such. And I was in the Air Force and rebelled against it internally. I tried my best, but I was deep down like, fuck you, fuck the government. Like it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know if it's the same for you, but I admired that aspect of you I don't have.
Yeah.
Because you were very exactly the same as me for fitness. You do for your business.
Yeah.
You're very passionate about it, and,
Yeah.
and you reap the rewards. Whereas I reap the rewards from my health and my fitness. So I think that's why we got along so well.
Yeah, 100%. And I think just the conversation was just like good. Like it was like we were pretty honest straight away.
It's
It
raw about it all. Man.
Yeah, it was super raw. Like even the stuff you told me, like at the beginning, wasn't like we didn't go through any sort of social phase at all. It was
No.
straight to freaking this has happened, like it was like straight. I think because we came both from the anti-vax, that was definitely a good reality.
It's a good
point.
bonding thing.
It's
It's
a good
like you're
bonding.
both on the same page straight away. Like
Yeah.
you already think outside the box. You're not so sheepish and just jab me up because the TV told me to do it. Like
But the news anchor said,
comply.
yeah. I got a gift card.
Like there probably is people who did that. $100
Yeah.
gift card. Yeah, let's sign me up.
And it's funny because for me it's funny, but also I know like, okay, how much money were you making at Aldi's?
At Aldi, maybe like not much. I was only working part time, $700 a week or something like that. Aussie.
So here's the context,
600?
right? 700 a week, and then you make that 4 weeks. They take tax, whatever. Rent in Perth is stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. If you want to pay for a gym membership, that costs. Fuel is
Food.
ridiculous. Fuel, food. By the time you end the week, you really are paycheck to paycheck.
100%.
So
You're
$100
lucky to have
gift.
$50 left.
Yeah, so $100 gift card. It's like it's a real bribery.
Yeah, it's a full food shop.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a week of food.
It's
at
like a
least.
week of food.
Yeah.
So
It's appealing.
and I've never had that context, by the way, as well. But I get it now. But it's true bribery. It's real bribery. Just like real evil.
Oh, never forgive your Aldi.
Yeah,
Dogs.
yeah. And whoever's behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the pool. I remember the pool convo.
From there, we actually gelled. We you're a pretty honest person. I'm pretty honest.
Yeah.
You're a kind person. We're a kind person. We just gelled well, and I think opposites attract a lot. So
Yeah.
you were completely. And you told me about that pool conversation. You told me a little bit about your history.
Yeah.
You've been through a real weird life compared
Yeah.
to mine.
Yeah.
So it's very different,
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to know about it, and then you were like inspired by mine. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
yeah,
Then we met at this crossing point.
yeah.
From this kind of what we went through, and then from there we were actually hanging out outside of the gym. I
Yeah.
watched you play futsal a couple of
That's
times.
right, you did,
Took
yeah.
you to Perfect Pantry, the vegan restaurant.
That's right. Yeah.
We had a feed there, and he bought all the juices in there. And weird dude. He liked the juice at this vegan cafe, and then he just clears the fridge. He just starts buying like 10 of them at once in these glass bottles, spending like $80 or something on juice. And I'm like, what? What?
Who are you?
What the fuck is this guy? And then and then we went to get furniture for you.
Got a furniture after I
Yep.
got my laser surgery.
Yep, took him to his eye laser surgery. That was pretty cool. Came out with a fucking
The little
bandage on your
patches.
eyes with glasses and shit on it. That's pretty cool.
And then we went to buy shoes.
yeah, went to buy you and like a a shin splint thing
Yeah,
for
that's
your,
right, 'cause I was in
ankle or
pain.
something. New Ultra Boosts. Not wearing them now, but he's had some good use of them.
Yeah.
So this was 4 years ago.
Yeah, because it was 2000 and 2022, because I left to Dubai in October 2022, and so that was in that 8 months period.
So it was the start of 2022.
Yeah, 2022 was the start.
So it's coming up to 4 years, like in a couple of
Yeah.
months. Crazy.
Crazy.
And even took him to the airport and cleared the house.
And cleared the
That
house,
was cool,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. We'll get there as to why I even moved, because you literally helped me move to actually go travel and stuff. Like you took my stuff, you took my TV,
Yeah.
my scooter, which ended up.
He literally said, take the TV, you can use it, blah, blah, blah. Take the scooter, electric scooter, which he'd ride everywhere because he didn't have a car at the time.
Yeah.
And then when I was going to move to Bali, you
sold
said
everything, right?
sell it and use it,
Yeah.
flights and stuff,
That's right.
to get on your feet here.
That's right.
So I sold the TV, I sold the scooter, sold everything I own, and came here with, I don't know, $1,500. That's long gone now.
Yeah. Let's get my money.
Yeah, got my money. Crazy though, man. Really.
Yeah. Okay, I remember the pool thing, and I remember that while we were talking, I think we were probably an hour into it, and I actually transferred the money while we kept talking. I didn't actually wait for a quote or
No.
anything. I just transferred the money
Asked
while we
how
were
much?
talking.
I think you
And
said
then
how
we
much
kept
a session.
talking,
Yeah.
and at the end I said, oh, by the way, check your bank or something,
Yeah.
or whatever. And then I transferred, and I think I paid for 10 sessions, 10 or 20.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was 10, and then maybe like 2 weeks later, you gave me another 10 top up or something.
Yeah.
So it was automatically like, what if we get it the $30 or whatever, $300 or whatever it was instantly in my account, which is, you know, half a work's week for me.
Yeah.
Slaving. Instantly, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
which was awesome.
Yeah. And in the gym at the time, what was my struggles when we first did? I remember, like, we tried to do some exercise where my back just couldn't do anything. What was that? There was the
Anything shoulder, you were struggling already because you had a
Anything
bad
shoulder.
shoulder. We're trying to do lateral
Yeah, my
raises.
left
We're trying to do
shoulder
shoulder press, and you're just always complaining that one shoulder just not crunching, not clicking, but just tight and just
Yeah.
not giving you a range of motion.
That's right.
We always had to work around that. Your lower back was no good already. You know,
Yeah.
you were doing like some kind of rack pulls. I was trying to tighten up your lower back, give it a bit of strength, and it was just giving you issues. And even training legs, we're doing like the little hack squat thing that was part of the machine with the
Yeah.
pads. And if you did it too much, your lower back, you're like, oh,
I
giving you
remember.
shit. But you got better at things, and I ended up taking you to Doherty's for a session.
That's right.
Went to the the big dog mecca bodybuilding gym in Perth called Doherty's, which is like where all the pros train and stuff when they're in Perth. Took little around there at the time. Had a banger session though.
Yeah, yeah.
That was your first gym experience, right?
I mean, I've been to a gym before, but it was really like, I had no idea what I'm doing. B, it was during my corporate world for a period, and basically everybody pissed off to the gym anyway. And I thought, man,
tag along.
if I could just tag along and just get out of work for 2 hours, I'll fuck
You're
it.
probably networking there. Mate.
Yeah, here's my business card. No, but legit, I wasn't doing much there. You know what I mean? I just go and maybe join a group class, but I wasn't like on the machines because I didn't know how to use them. So, you know, I may have had a PT show me how to do one thing, but I've never had a gym session proper. I think one PT tried to sell me, so he probably did one gym session with me. But yeah, besides that, I've never been to a gym like that time you took me to Doherty's.
I didn't even train you. We just trained together.
Yeah, that's right.
Just spotting each other, and you were learning on the go. Really.
Yeah.
That was epic.
Yeah.
But we basically, his first gym experience PTing, like with me, was in his little, just like an apartment hotel gym.
Yeah.
And it was one of them attachments that's just everything in one. Costs about like $2,000, maybe max. And it's got
Yeah.
like your lat pull down and cables and a leg extension, and it's all attached to one weight block. Very budget, but it did the job at the time.
Yeah.
You know, you were making progression, you were getting a bit stronger.
For sure.
There was just like aspects I couldn't control.
Yeah.
Like your sleep. You were trying, but you were stuck in your ways.
Yeah.
And then eating, I'd rock up and I'd be like, all right, next session, you make sure you've eaten and you slept. I'd rock up and he's just, hasn't even slept yet. He's tired as shit. Looks like shit, hadn't slept. I'm like, how is this dude hanging on? Like,
Hanging on by a thread.
literally. Hustling hard, and it's obviously working because he's got a lot to show for it and stuff, but I just couldn't understand that he was even showing up at the gym. It was actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It was pretty dedication. Like.
Dude hasn't slept in 24 hours. He shows up for a gym session.
Dude's eating 400 calories and hasn't slept for 24 hours. still training legs. Yeah, very impressive.
Oh my god.
So where from there?
So then I think we trained, I think we were fairly consistent. It was 2 to 3 sessions a week, usually
Yep.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it was 3, but it was 2 to 3. I think occasionally, but it was, I think, average would
Minimum
be 2.
2, sometimes 3.
Minimum 2. And usually it would be in the morning. I don't think we did evenings. And you'll just come over. And
But you definitely improved. Like you were starting to drink
Yeah.
more water. You were starting to eat more. Not much, but you dip your toes in it. It was
Yeah.
enough to kind of make you start thinking, "Fuck, I'm missing out on a lot of aspects of my life." Realistically,
100%.
posture, another thing.
Big. And then also the pain wise, definitely lower back was killing me already. Shoulder was killing me already. It was really difficult. And also I noticed those things more because we started training, because until
100%.
you put stress on it with strength training, because you're very big,
Exposes your weaknesses. Like
you're very big on strength training.
Yep.
And I've never been, I don't know, like I'm a soccer guy, so but even my soccer, I was getting affected, my lower back and my ankles and my knees and stuff. And so he took me shopping to go get compression socks.
Yeah.
I've never heard of compression socks, so I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then the shoes also, because I was training with my soccer shoes, because I didn't have any other shoes.
Yeah, true, dude.
Right? I've never had sports shoes.
Yeah,
either.
you were like wherever you went in life, you just wear your soccer shoes.
Soccer shoes?
Flat soccer
Yeah.
shoes with like there's no cushioning in them. They're just
Yeah.
flat. So they, obviously when you're wearing flat shoes so when I used to work at Rebel Sport, I would do like 20,000 steps, 25,000 steps a day walking around the shop floor, right, selling things and shoes. And the times that I wore my Converse that are flat shoes, very similar to indoor soccer shoes, I would get home and my feet were just aching and my knees, everything was just, there's no cushion.
Yeah.
So you needed to wear like Ultra Boosts, which we got you, or something with a bit of cushion.
Yeah.
And you loved them.
Yeah.
You loved them.
I loved them.
Yeah.
And that was the first, I think these were the first shoes, like sports shoes that I've ever had, because I remember as a kid, one time I bought like little sports shoes with my dad, like when I was like 10 or something. But this was the first time outside of that I had sports shoes, because I've only had soccer shoes. It's all I've worn. So that was, and I think all those things, like, they really add up. And I had no idea, and until you started like noticing all these patterns, because for you came from a totally different world.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. So I don't even know there's something wrong. But then you're like, it's not the best for the what do you call it? The cushioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, like none of that stuff.
Need
I'm
more
like,
support.
cushioning? Really? The lower back? Like, what do you...
Shoes are shoes.
Yeah. They cover my feet. I just don't want to be barefoot. Like, it was just so like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I really had no concept of calories, no concept of eating. Like, I knew the idea of eating your breakfast or 3 meals a day, but it wasn't like something that I followed.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not hungry, so therefore I'm not going to eat.
Which can work for some people. It really can. Like,
Yeah.
there's people that just eat when they're hungry, but if you're trying to incorporate a good routine for your health and fitness, then it's just
a joke.
It is what it is. You have to
Yeah.
fuel your body, you know.
Yeah. And so that was the first thing we did. It was one of the first things we did together. And I had my laser surgery because I wanted to get my laser surgery before I started traveling. So I really wanted to do that. And then he took me to the laser place. And I think, we just became friends, really.
Yeah.
Just like, it wasn't just like, I came to PT, but, we were social and, And I didn't have any friends either. Like, I was just...
Full-time nerd.
Full-time nerd. I was just working. That's it. Like, I literally had no... I had friends in Sydney, but like... And I wasn't like... It's not like that I was like... I just didn't make any time. I wasn't even like... It just wasn't my priority. I couldn't care less.
I think early on, I was like, I personally was quite inspired. I don't know about you, but I was inspired from your business outlook. But I could see that with my assistants, there's no reason you can't live the life I live and have the things I have. And I think maybe you saw that in me too, in the sense of, I'm pretty silly in some ways, but I'm pretty intelligent in a lot of ways, and I have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
And you automatically saw that as, man, you were already telling me you could do this online for sure. You could definitely, your expertise can make you money online. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if you put what you put into business, into your health and fitness, you can be jacked too, and you can look good. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
So it was like, there was points that even at Rebel Sport when you, you dropped $270 on the Ultra Boosts, and then just like the compression socks, and you didn't really give a fuck about how much it costs. You're like, if it helps me, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Whereas I was looking at that going, fuck, I want that.
Yeah.
Because I've never had that. I've got all my health and things there, but money has just never been I've just never been good at it. I don't know how to save, don't know how to hustle in business aspect.
Yeah.
So I looked at that and I'm like, that's my missing piece of my puzzle. And then he was looking, this is my missing piece.
True, that was probably inspired. There was that the shoes. I remember that because you were like, oh, it's gonna be good because it's a cheaper option. I was like,
Yeah, you're like, no, if these are the good ones, this is the ones I want.
yeah, that's right. And then the juices for sure.
Yeah.
The juices was like, what the freaking hell?
Yeah.
He took me to the first vegan restaurant I think I've been to, or at least in Perth, and yeah, because he was obviously.
You had the juice with me, and I remember you going, I love this juice. Is this good for me? I'm like, mate, anything's better than not drinking waters and drinking Red Bulls all day. Have a juice every morning or something. It's completely fine. Get you in a habit. And you're like, just salt. And you just grab like all of them, I'm pretty sure. Even the lady's like, what the fuck, dude? Leave some for some other people.
I literally grabbed the whole fridge.
I think over 10 juices. They weren't cheap ones, really.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
was looking at this guy going, mate, this guy's off his head, eh? This is good for me to drink? Okay, I'll take all of them.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Crack up.
Okay, so then we trained, and this was at the time, I just bought my apartment in Perth. That was in Maylands, which is where the gym in the apartment complex was. And that was probably maybe 2 to 3 months after I bought it in November. So I was living there for about 4 months by that stage. 3 months, maybe 3 to 4 months.
Beautiful place, by the way.
Yeah, really nice place. It was a great spot, great buy, great investment, all that stuff. I don't know if you know this, but also like that particular purchase, it was really a bit impulsive. Like I was, so my friends, I was living them in Medora Bay, and they were moving to Sydney. She got a job offer. She was going to move to Sydney, and I wasn't going to rent a 4-bedroom place. I was renting 2-bedroom from them. And so I was looking for a place to live. And then I had enough saved up to like put a deposit. I had enough for 10% actually. Anyway, won't bore you the details, but I basically was gonna buy an apartment. And I went to visit one apartment, which was this one. That was the only one that I actually went to see. And the lady, they told me the price, they told me the percentage, and it said it was $5,000 deposit, And I was with my 2 friends. And my 2 friends know me very well because we've been together for a long time. And the rental lady was like, okay, great, so you can take the contract and have a think about it and let us know next few days, And I was like, yeah, cool, so let's do it. And she was like, yeah, great, and nice to meet you. And I'm like, and then after like a minute, the lady who was with me was like, I just want to make sure that you understand. He's saying he's ready to pay for the deposit right now. And the lady was like, what? Is that what? Yeah, like, do you have the bank details? Like, can we...
Sold.
Like, can we, like, do a diligence contract? I was like,
yeah.
Look, the price is right. I like the apartment. It's one of the last units. I need a place. Why are we still talking?
Yeah, let's talk more science.
And
this sums this bloke up to a T, by the way. This story, this is it. This is what you get.
Literally. And I don't know if I transferred it while I was sitting there, or I did it when I got home, because I think I needed to go. I think I tried to transfer and I couldn't. And I had to do it from my computer and stuff. But I literally transferred the deposit that night, $5,000, signed the contract. And that was it. And the chick was like, I've just met her 20 minutes ago. It wasn't even like much of a thing. I've never heard of Maylands. I don't know the location, the maps.
And the first place you checked out? That was the first and only one?
That was the first one. The first.
That's such a me thing.
There's such a me thing, right? Like, there's no... other people like check the crime rate and appreciation. Mate, I didn't fuck. I was like, yeah, 300. I think it was 356,000. That was the price. And then the other point was they said you can add $9,000 to have it furnished. And then my friends, I was gonna say furnished because I'm all about convenience, and my friends were like, don't do the furnished. That's just stupid. That's $9,000. It would have cost. We could do it for 500 or something. I was like, okay, I'll skip it, and then we did that unfurnished. And that was literally how I bought that Maylands.
Epic.
That was it. It took me 4 months to get the loan. I ended up just getting the freaking loan myself. But that's like, I'm all about convenience, and that was the thing. So anyway, I don't know how we got there. What was the context on that? But that was the Maylands.
Couldn't tell you, but great. It was a great buy, and it's going to be that'll be
Great
worth a lot
buy.
of money in the near future.
Yeah, already is.
Already is doing well.
Yeah, it's already like great investment.
One of many.
One of many. Great investment for such a little. Zero due diligence.
Yeah.
None. I don't think I read the contract. I just like, I don't give a
Sold.
I don't give a fuck. Just freaking, let's go. Anyway, and then we met and then you trained me.
Mhm.
And then I went on holiday to Israel to visit family via Dubai. Fell in love with Dubai, did skydiving, all that stuff. Fell in love with Dubai. Now, when I went away, I didn't decide to go travel yet. I went to Dubai, I fell in love, and I decided to leave while I was in Dubai. This was this was September.
September 2022.
Yeah, September 2022. So I went to Thailand for a week for like a business conference of 2 weeks. Then I went via Dubai. This was the first time I flew business class as well. I wanted to fly business class, this was the first time. It was cheaper to fly business class via Dubai than it was not via Dubai. That's why I ended up going to Dubai. That was it. It was
Wow.
a grand cheaper.
You stayed there for a couple of nights, like a layover?
3 nights.
Like a,
Because I was like, if I'm going to Dubai, I might as well.
yeah.
And I remember seeing years before that the video of Will Smith skydiving, and it was in Dubai, and I was like, I'd love to do skydiving. And I got the laser surgery so I could see, because I was blind,
That's a good point.
you know? And so I did Dubai, I did skydiving, I did zipline, and I went to the Burj Khalifa. Fell in love with the joint. I loved it there. Then found out it's 0% tax after I decided to stay. Went back to Israel. Went to Israel to visit family. I was going to be there for 3 weeks. I ended up being there for only like 10 days. But I went back to Australia via Dubai, left my suitcase at a girl's place, came back home with just a backpack,
Fuck.
and then told you I'm leaving to Dubai. And in 10 days, I spent time in Australia packing. You helped me with everything. Unscrewing the bed. Remember? Like you're doing all that shit, right?
Moving it all down the stairs.
Yeah, moving all down the stairs.
We even got some helper, I think, on that app. Was that the one?
That was to clean.
That was to clean.
Yeah, I had somebody come and clean.
Yeah, we carried all your furniture down and put it in
Yeah.
the storage place
That's right.
down the bottom of the parking area.
Yeah. So he did all the stuff like dismantling the bed, all the
Yeah, yeah.
shit, right?
All the handyman stuff.
All the handyman stuff. And then some stuff that I didn't know, because I didn't rent the place yet. And so I was talking to a real estate agent to do all that. And then he just took all the other stuff,
Yeah, the TV, your coffee maker.
the coffee maker,
Yeah.
the scooter.
Yep.
Like
then
electric
then
bike.
I think you just booked the flight straight up.
Yeah,
Like,
10
just a
days I was
day.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of trusted you to like, okay, you take care of
Yeah,
whatever.
my stuff.
And then I got a tenant in, and that was it. I was off.
I got the video of you leaving at the airport.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
took me to the airport.
Yeah, I'm like, goodbye, puppy, or something, and you like walk back and you're like,
I'm gonna find that video, eh?
yeah, it's on it'll be on my phone somewhere.
Anything we talk, we'll like whatever B-roll, we'll think about something. Okay, and then I left. While I was away, I traveled. I was in Dubai for 6 months, traveled in Europe, da-da-da-da. I don't think we spoke.
Didn't speak at all?
I don't think we've spoken.
We should go through it. But it's very much a possibility. Sometimes I go 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah,
without
you're like
talking to
ghost
my
mode.
friends.
Yeah,
I genuinely forget people exist sometimes if
Yeah.
they're not in front of my face or they don't call me or something.
Yeah.
Like I can forget my parents exist if they don't call me. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
In a few days, I'm very
Yeah.
very boxed in.
Yeah. And then I messaged you from Dubai, I think. That was a year and a half into it. 2024, beginning of 2024. So October 2022 is when I flew to Dubai and became a nomad. And then around January, February 2024, a year and a bit later.
Could you
is
imagine
when
if
I
we
messaged
didn't
you.
speak for that over a year? We might have a couple of hay going on, who knows? We'll have to have a look. But imagine if we didn't, and the first time we talk again is you voice message me, go, hey man, want to move to Bali?
Yeah, literally.
Done.
Now, it's funny, like if we were to now go and try and go to the beginning messages, we'd have to scroll so
Oh, mate.
much.
Yeah.
We'll be there for an hour scrolling down.
I think the best way would be to search, then search like Rebel Sport or
Yeah.
something like Perfect Pantry or some kind of word
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would have been back then, and then we could probably figure it out.
But it was a long time that, yeah, I think that was the time. And I've never been to Bali. You were in Bali before that.
Yeah, many
Several
times.
times, right?
Yeah. I think I first came here maybe close to 10 years ago, on and off with girlfriends and mates and family, and loved it ever since I came
Yeah.
here. Just Bali just suits my brain. It's
Yeah.
like chaos, but in a peaceful way. It's weird. So much going on. There's so much to do, but at the same time, you feel very free and relaxed if you want.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
When did you tell me you wanted to live in Bali?
We must have just had this conversation in the gym at your house or something,
Must have,
just about Bali or something, or maybe I probably would have gone to Bali while we were friends at some point, you
Yeah.
know, whether it was with X or something like that. But I'm sure there was. Then maybe you had a few questions about it then, and I've been telling people for a long, long time I wanted to move to Bali.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really seem possible, you know,
Yeah.
especially from someone who's not entrepreneurial or like a business guy. You know, a lot of people who have a business mindset can look at a place and go, I could live there easy and I can make it happen.
Yeah.
With an online business. But
Yeah.
I didn't think it was reality.
Yeah. Let's talk about that aspect, about the fact that you're not so entrepreneurial, but so you said about what, you know, you kind of admired the money mindset and the spending and all that. On the flip side, you know, I remember the first time I saw you, I mean, you could see you on social, but you're not so active on social, so you can't really see your physical as much. But when I remember the first time you came to Mainland, I was like, fuck, this guy is fucking fit as fuck. You know, it's fucking jacked, you know? You know, I was like, yeah, man, I'd love to have a body this fit, you know? Just, that was obviously inspiring. I don't think we really got into the vegan too much. I wasn't really putting context on that too much. It was just like, just the body was like, oh yeah, this will be a good...
But you were still open even early.
Yeah,
Solara was
100%.
completely plant-based.
Yeah,
and you're like,
Solara's
yeah,
open.
done.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, I'll give it a crack.
Yeah, yeah.
So very early on, you put your full trust in me with everything, you know?
Yeah, 100%. But that was definitely a point of like inspiration. Like, yeah, fuck, like this dude's jacked. You obviously know what he's doing. He's where I would like to be physically, you know. And for the flip side,
From a
I'm
business aspect.
financially, whatever is where you'd like to be. And I think that we're so. It's so funny. I don't know that we realized how different we were even until we came here and lived together. Okay, this is a crazy point, right? Even deciding to live together for 6 months, I don't think we were close enough friends to know, yeah, this is gonna be fucking amazing. Let's live together. It was a bit risky.
100%.
We could have just not gelled at all.
Yeah.
Because you don't know until you actually
Do you live with somebody?
live with somebody. It's difficult to know. But mate, we fucking clicked straight away here.
I think also like we got along, and then also we we knew what the mission was.
Yeah.
So realistically, as long as you were still doing your work and stuff, but you were kind of living in my world.
Yeah.
So that's why it was quite easy for me.
Yeah.
You were eating when I wanted you to eat.
Yeah.
You were getting up when I wanted you to get up. I was knocking on this guy's door. Bloody whenever I had to, you know, dun, breakfast is on the table, knock on the door, it's bedtime, go to bed, mate. Yes, Dad. It was basically I was living my life as best I could without work, essentially like a 9 to 5, and then making him do everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what made it pretty good for me and
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Despite like the shake up at the start that I was in a country without my friends and family and I felt a bit out of place and I was like, what am I... That's pretty common probably for a lot of people who are moving internationally for the first time.
I think that was the first 2 weeks. I think as soon as we signed the lease, at least for me, as soon as we signed the lease for, what was that place? Grand
Terrace. Yeah.
We gotta talk about that shit, eh?
Yeah.
As soon as we signed that, to me it was like, we are locked in. I don't think I had any doubt at that point. Like I was like...
Oh, 100% no. It was the start when we didn't know where we were going and we were kind of Airbnb.
Yeah.
Remember we went to that cool like little
the Spanish
mezzanine,
Yeah,
the bachelor pad one.
Yeah,
That was cool, but we were kind of all over the place, and I'm not used to that kind of lifestyle where it's like I'm the kind of guy who's very unstructured and unhinged in a lot of ways, but I also, if I go to a hotel with my partner or with a mate, I open up the wardrobe and I hang my clothes up.
Yeah.
And I'm quite a messy person. I'm not the cleanest sometimes, but when I move into a place for 2 days, I put my clothes up and I want everything set so it's nice. And I'm like, all right, I can relax now.
Yeah.
I'm weird like that.
Yeah.
But we were moving around, which you're used to probably. But I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah.
where's my structure gone?
Yeah, yeah.
And no gym membership. What is going on?
Sure, no
Yeah.
gym. Yeah,
No
you didn't
kitchen
go to gym for like a
cooking.
week, and you were sick at first as well.
Yeah, I got Bali belly.
So we didn't actually gym for like a week first, you know.
That was the first week.
Yeah.
I had a two-bedroom little apartment in Brower.
That's right.
I got sick and I had to like stay in bed for a few days.
That's right. That's
I was
right.
pissing out of both holes, mate.
Yeah.
Hectic. That was rubbish.
Yeah. So yeah, it took us probably about 2 weeks to settle
Yep.
until we found a place, and that was in a place called Grand Terrace Village.
Yep.
We got a 3-bedroom, and then it was brand new.
6 months lease.
6 months lease. I paid 18 grand Aussie up front to have that place.
What's that?
Eight.
18 grand.
18
3 grand a month.
Yeah,
Is that
three
right?
grand a month, $750 a week.
Is that right?
$750 a week. We had 3 bedroom, one for you, one for me, one for potential missus.
Yep.
Um,
Which also came in handy. You know, I had a mate come stay over for a week. My sister and Braden
that's right.
came for a bit.
That's right.
Didn't mum and dad even?
Yeah, your parents stayed.
They stayed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they stayed. And then
Every villa we've had
and
here
when I
has
had a
served
girl-
the ultimate
and then
purpose.
when I had a girlfriend, then
Yep.
she would stay there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really handy. And then there, the shout out to Grand Terrace Village. Awful. Never stay there. Horrible service. The pool didn't function pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
I think we used the pool like 3 times.
Maybe like 3 weeks out of the
Yeah.
6 months.
It was so bad. The pool got so bad. I didn't feel comfortable washing my feet from the sand
Yeah.
because it was so disgusting. So yeah, shout out to you guys who are freaking horrible. And then
We
the
met
AC
Rina though. That was cool.
Reno, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Rispy.
Rispy. Yeah.
Rispy.
Crispy Rispy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rispy.
yeah.
Shout out to Rispy.
That was Coach Cafe.
Yeah, that's right. I met her at Coach Cafe. It was like one of the first days.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's right. So I met Rispy. She was a waiter in Coach Cafe. It was like the first or second day for me in Bali. I think it was his first day even. And she was chatting with me upstairs. And then I was telling her what I'm there. And then you were homesick. And so I asked her, where do I get medicine? She took me to go get medicine for you.
Wow.
And then I got home and I came back with medicine and shit like this. Because she took me. And I paid her a tip. I gave her 100,000. And she was like, oh my God, I'm shocked. And then she helped us with the shopping at first. So she helped us
Yeah,
get...
she took us to like the local warungs and all the local little supermarkets.
Yeah.
So that's where I was buying all the tempeh from.
That's right.
Because religiously we were eating tempeh, potatoes,
Yeah.
broccoli.
Because you were cooking.
I was prepping it all the time.
Yeah.
Porridge every morning, protein porridge, tempeh, potatoes. By the way, hot take, he's done this on like 99% plant-based diet.
Yeah.
You had 1 or 2 steaks last year and a half, right?
Yeah. Only when I traveled, I had like steak, I think twice.
And you even ate chicken on a plane and you like couldn't eat of it. You
Yeah,
like
that's
couldn't
right.
finish it.
That's right. Oh, it's only in the last 4 months that I've had fish.
Yep.
Besides that, it's been 99% plant-based.
Yeah.
Like
Epic.
no milk, no...
Yeah, first you switched from dairy milk to almond milk.
Yeah.
And now he's on the black coffee.
Now I'm on the black coffee.
Yeah.
I had almond milk, with almond milk, coffee with almond milk 3 days ago. I was like, oh,
Couldn't handle it.
give me my black coffee.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. From dairy to almond to black coffee.
Yeah.
Good transition.
Yeah, and it's funny. I met like a vegan chick a couple of days ago, and I told her about the thing, and she asked me, "Are you gonna stay vegan?" I said, "Look, I'm not vegan, but I think that the conscious decision to try and eat plant-based when the choice is there
Nice, dude.
is not it's a good choice. It's okay. Doesn't mean that I'm never ever touching, but it is like the dairy decision is so easy. It's actually so easy to do.
So easy, yeah. There's
So
just no
easy.
excuse realistically.
No, and even desserts, like, yeah, sure, no Nutella, no Ferrero Rocher, but let me tell you, vegan desserts are freaking great.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no. And also, when you're eating healthy, it's not like you crave desserts all the time because
True.
you're so much more health conscious. And one thing that you said, which I really loved, which I think a lot of people should really take to heart, it doesn't actually matter if you're vegan, plant-based, not vegan, carnivore. You can be unhealthy on any diet.
100%.
That's something that I think is really important.
Yep.
You can have somebody who's vegan and is eating unhealthy, and you can have somebody who's carnivore and eating unhealthy. So
Yeah.
it's
There's a lot of accidentally vegan things that are really bad for you. Oreos are vegan, mee goreng noodles,
yeah,
a lot of chips and garbage out there that is vegan. And a lot of vegans do eat it.
yeah,
They're not trying to be vegan because they're healthy. They're vegan for the animals and probably give veganism a bad name because they are unhealthy. But
Yeah.
you go to any diet and you're going to get the unhealthier side of
Yeah.
that diet, you know?
yeah. And I love that it wasn't strict like that. But yeah, I mean, I was open. I was like, look, I'm here for you to know.
Yeah.
I'm here. You know, I'm paying you to know. I'm paying for the rent for you to know. I'm paying all the stuff so you know what will be in my best interest. So I get to the result that I want, which is I wanted abs. That was it.
Yeah. 6 months. 6 months abs.
I just wanted 6 months abs. And another point which was really cool is he never said no, but he also like managed the expectations. Like, great, let's sleep. Let's like sleep at nighttime because we're going to the gym in the morning.
Let's get some habits going, eh?
Yeah, and it's true. Like I've slept at nighttime now for a year and a half.
Oh,
essentially.
great sleeper now.
Yeah, I'm a great
He's catching
sleeper.
up on all the life, all the years he's neglected his sleep. Territory was probably the biggest sleeping you were doing. I think you were really catching up on like.
Yeah, I was doing 10, 12 hours a day.
And you can see it in the before pictures, man.
Yeah.
You just look like you hadn't slept well for years.
Just
bro.
tired.
Yeah, like bags under the
Bags,
eyes. You just
yeah.
looked pale too. Hadn't seen the sun for about 18 years since you were a child. Last time you seen sun was probably kicking the soccer ball in back overseas or something. Back at Israel, kicking the soccer ball.
So I'll tell you something. In the culture that I lived in the past, there was one health piece of information that I was aware of, is that if you get vitamins D from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I actually knew that particular health datum. But in my mind, I never thought about going to get it from the sun. So I don't
Take the supplement?
take the supplement.
Oh my God, dude.
Like that was like, I was like, I'm health conscious because I'm having the vitamin D.
It's not the way to do it.
But I never thought about like, maybe you should just go get some sun. And I remember there was a point in Terrace village when I was talking to my mom, and I was talking about how's it going with you, and I think I was telling my mom about your priorities in life and stuff like that, and like sun was one of those like important things. Like,
100%.
you're such a sun person.
Yeah.
And I was laughing with my mom. We were both laughing about it because never in a million, if you were to tell me, what would you like your day to be like, or what would be your ideal life? I think if I have 100 answers, I don't think sun would have been in those 100 answers.
Wow, dude.
I don't think it would have made it. It just wasn't in my consciousness as a positive thing that I need to do for my own health. It just wasn't like...
But it makes sense now.
Yeah. It makes sense now.
And there was points where at Grand Terrace Village, I was going to the beach every day.
Yeah.
I was going down there once you were sorted and you were like in your little dungeon working again. And I was like, all right, I've got a couple of hours without, having to cook a meal and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to the beach every day. And then you kind of started to slowly tag along. I'm like, do you want to come? You're like, yeah, no. And then finally you're like, yeah, I'll come down. And then you end up coming like pretty often.
Yeah,
you come down like 3-4 days a week for half an hour. And
Yeah.
at the start, you could see it wasn't your thing. You were like wasting time.
Yeah. It felt so unproductive for me.
Yeah, there was points where you were waiting, we were on the tower just sunbaking. And I'm just like, just enjoying the big star, getting my tan, got my budgie smugglers on, got some music chilling. I'm just happy to stay there. And you were just like, couldn't relax. You're like, oh, I got a business idea. Oh, light bulb. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to tan here, bro. Take your business elsewhere. But you started enjoying it. You know, you'd end up going for walks on the beach, roll your shorts up, just trying to get a nice tan. And I mean, that's been me my whole life, man. I would be working at Watertown in Perth. I would have been 23 years old. And on my lunch break at Converse, I'd go out to the top of the car park and take my shirt off and eat my lunch in the sun for half an hour just to get a little bit of sun. And then I'd put my shirt back on and go sell shoes.
Yeah.
It's a priority.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good, makes you feel energetic. Don't get too much and burn your nose and make it peel, but there's definitely a healthy amount of sun to get. It really does. Helps with your sleep.
And also you worked a 9 to 5, so you had to find those times.
100%.
Yeah. So interesting. I remember the beach thing. I remember I really had a hard time.
And that's where you come up with DDF.
I came up with, that's
Came
right.
up with the name. We sorted out like what we're going to do.
So there was the agreement, the exact agreement, okay, it was 6 months. That was the original thing. It was you cook for me, count the calories, do all that, whatever that looks like, because I didn't even understand. I was like, you do all that, and then train me, and I want abs in 6 months. And income-wise, we'll figure out some joint business that's going to work, that can keep you in Bali, because it was really meant to be only 6 months. But for the 6 months, I'll pay for everything. That was the idea. And so I think at some point we were discussing about starting a gym here together and stuff, and that was like, it just wasn't realistic, and from various perspectives, financial, focus, all that stuff. But we came up with an online program called DDF, Daily Desk Fitness, which is basically like a 7-day, program for people to just do work at their desk. And that was something that I came up with. And the name Daily Desk Fitness, and even I think I even bought the domain name on the beach, and
I remember the point was we were lying there,
We were lying
and
there
I'm
at
like
the beach.
chilling, like just vegging, even reading a book at one point, just vegging.
Right.
Like I like to unwind. And this guy's like, I got a business idea. I got the name for it. I'm like, bro, that's just the difference in humans, in our brains.
Yeah.
It's like he just couldn't switch off because it's always thinking like that, which is almost amazing. Whereas I'm at the beach and it's just a monkey in my head, just nothing going on in my brain, you know? It's like full on Homer Simpson shit. And that was when DDF, you're like, I found it.
Yeah.
I've got the name.
Yeah. And then we actually did it too.
Yeah,
Which
it was the actual name.
Was actually a great achievement.
Great name.
Yeah, great name, great achievement.
Yeah.
We actually launched it, like it's actually made money. And
Yeah.
it's crazy
It
actually.
had 50 members, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50 paying members. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that was from me recording on our phone with a tripod.
Yeah.
In the lounge, and me just doing
At
generic.
Grand Tartai.
Yeah.
Which was another
We were
point.
battling the next door neighbour's construction. Like, that was epic, man. Oh.
And this is how complimentary we were as well. He would rather be at the beach and relax. And I was like, man, let's record some videos. This is great. Right? And man, you suffered, eh?
Oh.
Doing those videos.
Oh, that was
You
and that
struggled.
served a purpose in the sense of me getting not comfortable, but at least experiencing what it's like in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now, you know, I'm on camera every single day.
Yeah.
And getting very comfortable doing so.
Yeah.
So that was a great entry point.
That was a great
And I hated it more than anything.
Oh.
I was having heaps of tantrums. I can't do this shit.
So many
Fuck this
tantrums.
shit. So many bloopers. There's heaps of
Oh.
bloopers of me just being grumpy, fed up, taking the piss, just
Yeah.
having the absolute time of my life. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
it would go cut for a scene. I'll start just doing weird shit, you know, being my wonderful weird self. That
By
was
the
a banger.
way, we still have about 20 to 30 videos from the first month of vlogging. Because we vlogged every day
Yeah.
for about a month, and we stopped. We just couldn't. We just didn't have the bandwidth for it.
Yeah.
But we do actually have like unreleased footage.
We got to go through them.
We gotta go through them at some point, eh?
Yeah, we sat down on the couch most of the end of the day.
Yeah. And then
Before
when
bed.
you're cooking, maybe we'll do a little segment.
Mm-hmm. And that probably October, September, July, August, probably 3 months into the trip at Grand Terrace. We'd been living there for maybe 2.5 months. And I know there was a point that I was starting to feel a little bit lonely. Just because we weren't really making effort to go out and socialise much.
No.
You were still very content with work, and you were like, you know, trying to balance the lifestyle health with your work. And I wasn't really putting myself out there.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like being a hermit because I wanted to focus on you and the gym and all the other things. And I do love to socialise, but at the same time, I wanted to be very selective of who I was giving my time to. I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So there was a point where I was like, man, I got to fucking probably go out and meet some people or, you know, find some friends. But I swear to God, it was like maybe a day or two of feeling lonely, feeling like I missed my friends back home and all these things. And then I went down the same beach, Echo Beach, you know, the one where you go past the cows and the one that we always went to.
Yeah.
And I went up there and there was just a little puppy, probably 5 weeks old, drove past her. I was like, oh, that's a cute little puppy. Why is she by herself? That's weird. Just sitting there. And then she followed me. I parked and she followed me and then went down the stairs and I looked back and she followed me more and I was like, what the hell? I just sat with her for ages, gave her a stroke. She, you know, she looked not in the best condition. She was on a, like, it looked grubby a bit and stuff, but cute. And then I just sat with her, and then she followed me up and down the beach walking, and then I was kind of lingering around because I didn't want to steal her in case she was someone's dog. She's a pretty dog, Willow. You know, she's a good-looking dog. She's not like some rough Bali dog who's gross, you know. Like, you know, some of them are really, a little bit nasty to look at and stuff. But then the local came down and said, mate, she's been here since early hours this morning. Someone's obviously ditched her. Take her home. And I remember right there and then I think I called you or I voice messaged you. Called you?
I think you called me.
I think I might have called you. Like, dude, this.
Which was also rare because I don't think we don't do calls.
I never do calls.
Yeah, we just do voice notes.
Yeah.
But this was you called me. And what did you say? Do you remember the?
I think I just straight up said, bro, I found a dog here, like smallest little puppy. I can't leave her. She just won't leave me alone, and she's sitting on my towel right now. That's the photo I got. Remember, she's on my towel, like lying there. Looked hell sad.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to take her home, man. And instantly, you just approved. Like, no worries.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I took her home, and I made the poor decision of letting her in my bed, and she was covered in ticks, hundreds and hundreds of ticks. I didn't know, and I know now that the locals, when they have puppies or anything, and then the dogs get sick or have health issues, they usually just ditch them at like beaches that are busy and hope that someone will take them home. If not, they're actually known to put them in plastic bags too and throw them in rivers, bins. Dogs aren't here. Dogs aren't treated like dogs are treated in Australia. You know, they're treated differently here. It's so common for dogs to be in poor health here. Whereas in Australia, if you saw a dog with a broken leg or with some skin issue, you'd be like, whoa, and you'd probably call the RSPCA and people would take it home and care for it. Here it's like, you know, you can't drive one street without seeing some dog that's like got a missing leg or it's in some bad condition, you know. You're kind of immune to it after a while, but it's common. So yeah, took her home, woke up the next morning, there was just hundreds and hundreds of ticks throughout my bed, eggs and everything. I ended up just throwing them in the bin, which ended up costing money. But
I think we're paying for it in the deposit.
yeah. But I remember sitting in the shower once I knew she had ticks, and I sat there naked with her for about an hour with tweezers, and I was just trying to pick off all these ticks on her. Took her to the vet. It ended up costing like $40 Australian to fix her with iron infusions because she was anemic from the ticks. She had low iron in her blood from the ticks, which can give you diseases and stuff. But they kept her for a few days. And that's when she was having some issues. Remember, health issues. Had to like race her back a few times.
I remember.
Then I had another scare that she like licked the chemicals when Stinky Boy would like clean the bathroom with the chemicals after I told him not to.
Yeah.
So one of the cleaners like used chemicals in the toilet in the bathroom, and I used to keep Willow in the bathroom, and she must have licked it, and she ended up like came home once, she was like frothing in the mouth and like was going all weird and limp, so I had to rush her to the vet, and I've never ridden so fast. I've done this multiple times when she's had scares. I'm just going in and out of traffic like holding the dog while
I remember
scary shit, man.
I remember you got a voice message. You're like, I think I'm gonna lose her. Like I gotta go.
Oh man,
I remember.
Epic. Yeah, she's been a game changer. She's added to the team, and been good for you because you pretty much never really lived with a dog either, right?
Not really. I mean, we had a dog when I was in Israel, but no, not really. Like I mean, even just little things like puppy things, and then also like the period, like all the stuff, which is like you know, like
all first time for both of us because I've owned a dog with my family when I was young, but I've never had one since a puppy.
Yeah,
you know, it's like a whole new thing.
Yeah. Let's go back to that moment where because when you called me, I don't think you said let's adopt her. It was just like, I just want to take her home. I gotta do something.
Yeah, I didn't really think about even keeping her. I just said I gotta like bring her with me. I can't just like get on the scooter and go. Like she's like got no collar. She's been abandoned. Just felt weird, you know.
I mean, I remember at the time when I said yes, I was like, I mean, you know, it's interesting because obviously I didn't know you felt lonely, but I could feel like if it's gonna, in my mind, I know why I said yes. In my mind, I was like, if it's gonna do good for you, it's gonna do good for me. It's gonna be positive. It's gonna be a positive impact. You know, in my mind, I was like, yeah, like it was the same thing of like, if something is gonna cost money, if it's gonna be positive, done.
Yeah.
No
questions.
I don't need the fucking details.
Yeah. Sign the contract.
Yeah. I don't need to read a contract. I don't need to do diligence.
Sold.
Yeah. Like. It's a positive, yeah, oh good. So I didn't know about the loneliness. I mean, it makes sense, but also I think that was just my thing on it. And at the time, I mean, because I only went on one date and she became a girlfriend. So I had, a date a week or whatever with the same girl. So I ended up with a girlfriend. And then you just had Willow, basically. Yeah. And that was kind of like, that was your companion at that point.
Epic though. Yeah, everything is...
Yeah, we made no friends pretty much.
Really. We were just so focused, man. Yeah. We even got invited to things sometimes, with people from Alpha Gym and all these things. And we always like, yeah, maybe, man. And we just always ended up either Friday night watching a movie, in Terrace or just doing our own thing, really, man. Like just going out for dinner a lot. Me and you was going out to the Sloth and I'm Vegan Babe. And we're pretty much just hanging out together for like a good 6 months, 12 months, to be honest.
Pretty much. I think, quick shout out. So we started with Alpha Gym, 6 months.
Yeah, shout out Alpha Gym.
Yeah, they were solid. We had no complaints. It was good. Like they were new at the time as well. They're a bit more established now.
It was good because they were quieter, and I think that was what served its purpose.
Yeah.
Good equipment, Gym 80 equipment from Germany, but it was like just less intense than Obsidian. We walked into Obsidian that one time, remember?
Yeah, when I first moved here.
Yeah, like we were checking out all the gyms.
Yeah, he was taking me around to see the different gyms. We went to Obsidian, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We went to Soraya, I think it was
Soraya. Soraya Gym. Where else did we go? We would have went to a couple others, surely.
Yeah, we would have gone to a couple others. We didn't go to a wrong gym because they didn't have any capacity.
Didn't go to Body Factor either.
No, Body Factor we did actually.
We did?
Yeah, we did. Actually, no, Body Factor I went on my own because I was near Coach Cafe.
Okay.
So I went and did a little tour at some point as well. Wasn't a big fan.
Yeah. Alpha Gym just made sense. It was like quiet. It was good vibe. Had Krishna and stuff on the desk, and they were all cool, and
Dita?
Dita? Dita's
Dita.
the little one?
The
Yeah,
little
yeah,
one,
Dita. Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool gym, served its purpose. I think that's where you really nailed your workouts. Like you started training harder and
Yeah.
you learned the foundations in that gym for sure.
Yeah. So that was, big shout out to Alpha. They were great.
Yep.
The recovery, questionable, but
Yeah.
the recovery is questionable.
First ice bath though.
First ice bath.
Yeah.
Okay, what was that like?
Oh, that was
Have
terrible.
you done ice bath before?
Yeah.
You've done an ice bath before, right?
Many times.
Okay. By the way, it's so funny. On the ice baths, so a couple days ago, I didn't tell you about this actually. I was at the ice bath. I was in the sauna in Terrace, and there was some dudes there. And what do you do here? And I told them I come here with PT. Oh no, I didn't tell them about that. They said, "Oh, you're off?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then they were talking about the benefits of ice bath, and they're like talking about some Huberman dude or something.
Oh yeah, Andrew Huberman.
Yeah, and I was like, "Who's that?" It's like, "What do you mean? You do ice bath every day? Like, don't you do research?" I said, "I've never Googled or done any research on ice bath or sauna in my life. I've got no idea." They're like, "You're here every day. Like, what do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, I've got a PT. I pay him to know everything."
Yeah.
You know?
He tells me it's good. I
He
come.
tells me it's good. I come. Sold.
Literally, caveman shit.
Yeah. So literally, I've never Googled ice bath or sauna. I don't know. I don't care. Like, you told me a little bit about the science and stuff, but I'm like, look, mate, you're saying it's good.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Say less.
Say less. Say less. I pay you to know. I'm happy.
And saying that's been a good shift too, because I think at the start you actually didn't care about anything like that.
I really didn't care.
Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I remember trying to teach you macros in Grand Tarot and just trying to educate you a little bit about what it means and all these things. And you're like, mate, just I don't give a fuck. I'll eat what's in front of me. Shoot your mouth. Let me do my thing. You do your thing. And then as we went on, you've started to actually be a little bit more curious. Now you know
Yeah.
how to log your macros yourself. You
Yeah.
know, you're even the sense of some workouts you're getting there.
Yeah.
Questionable sometimes.
Questionable
but
sometimes.
You've taken more interest in the whys and the hows instead
Yeah.
of just which has been cool. And that's also been because you've had to go overseas a few times and had to kind of keep the structure.
Yeah.
So
Which I've done.
Yeah,
Actually.
you've done that on multiple occasions now.
Yeah.
Kept the routine and stuff. So where are we up to? Willow.
We want to do our shout outs. Alpha.
Alpha.
Then we went to Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Shout out.
And shout out. Small shout out.
You can go visit. I would say the only thing that I liked about Obsidian is at that point, I think there was an element of inspiration because everybody there is so fucking jacked.
Yeah,
So
and it's
that
that kind of crowd, and that was a point where you felt more confident too, because you didn't
Yeah.
feel out of place anymore.
Yeah.
You could walk in there proud and know that you were, on your journey and
Yeah.
you're showing up. So it's
Yeah.
like you deserve to be there,
Yeah.
just like anyone does. But you felt like you really did.
Yeah.
Like I belong here.
Yeah.
Like I don't look like these guys are completely on a different level now.
Yeah.
I understand.
So I just
But it's a lot. That gym is just like
go check it out, but
Yeah.
it's like Instagram in real life.
yeah.
OF models.
And there's some good people there,
Juice
don't get me
people.
wrong, but there's a lot of people just on a lot of anabolic steroids, and there's a lot of big
Yeah.
lips, big titties. I've never seen more assholes in a gym, and not like of their personality, like actual bumholes.
Yeah.
Like just girls with their actual whole asses out,
Yeah, it's
wearing underpants,
Yeah.
genuinely.
yeah,
I was looking at ass everywhere,
yeah,
and not just like with shorts on, there's just bum cheeks everywhere, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot.
yeah,
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's some big guy, no shirt, who's as big as a silverback gorilla. There's just, it looks like a nightclub. It's like a
Yeah.
nightclub gym.
yeah.
And that's the vibe that it kind of
yeah,
got,
Yeah, yeah. Which can be either distracting or repulsive or just freaking annoying.
Yeah,
Just
with that comes a lot of egos, There's
Yeah.
you can feel it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of judgment there. There's a lot of like
Yeah. It's like
alpha dogs, like everyone thinking they're top shit. The girls are the same.
Yeah.
Not to shout everyone else there, but it's a lot. It's not a comfortable environment
No.
for most people.
no. And we're there for 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months. It was solid.
So
Not too long.
and that was your upgrade in equipment. The equipment there was
the
like
equipment
a
was
good.
It was a better.
Yeah, it was better than Gym
Sure.
80 stuff. It's pretty solid. They're
Yeah.
all Panada. So it served its purpose.
Yeah. And then the most important part, the cafe there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. So Eran had this. How did that conversation start?
I think what happened is that you went away. And so I was going to the gym on my own, but I was also going there to work. And so I was saying Obsidian is growing on me because I like the co-working.
Yeah.
The co-working has a cafe,
Yeah,
has a gym there.
I've been working heaps there, and it's really cool. It's got a gym there too. It's like this big ass gym with a tiny little co-working area that has like
It's not about co-working,
8
it's a
seats.
cafe.
It's a cafe that has some seats in it. And he related it. Yeah, it's kind of an inside joke, but he related the cafe having a gym attached to it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That was like
had to be
literally
there.
my concept. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I said I like Obsidian because there's got a gym there.
Yeah. But it served its purpose, and it was a cool gym.
Yeah.
We still that's where we started seeing Brandon, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I saw Brandon there.
Brandon and Dr. Rachel, they were training there at the time.
Yeah.
And then from there we've been undefeated, haven't we?
Yeah, we didn't go to the recovery there.
At Obsidian?
Yeah.
Like ever.
No,
We used the sauna maybe like once.
No, it was broken. It was closed.
Oh, true.
When we tried to go one time,
It was a shit.
it was closed even,
Oh.
I think. I don't think I went in.
I think we used it once.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did use it once. It just wasn't that good.
Yeah. But we did. Do we do air sese at that time? Yeah, we would have, eh?
Yeah, we were at
Okay, so-
SSA with Obsidian.
Grand Terrace Village was in Barawa.
It's
No.
in Canggu. That's not Batubelong, off the main road.
Batubelong, yeah.
Yeah, central Canggu.
And then so we were there 6 months, 18 grand Aussie, and then we went to Sese,
Chamagi.
Chamagi,
Yeah. So
Sese Chamagi.
Bangalore.
Yeah. We have an inside joke, so we
Yeah.
won't say that. Today.
Yeah.
But it's an inside joke.
That's for our ears
But
only.
we know what we're referring to. But we had a villa there, and I think
6 months? Mm.
it was 7 months. It ended up being 7 because I paid an extra month or 2.
Yep.
And we were there for 6 or 7 months
In Chamagi. Yep.
in Chamagi, and that was a good villa until rainy season started, and then it was like, but it was still good overall.
It was good.
It was good. We were happier there for
Yeah.
sure. Shout out to the people that helped us get there. It's hard not to use it because that's how we know it,
Yeah.
But anyway, the pool was great
Yeah.
because you stopped going to the beach so much because the pool was just fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful. Best pool we've had.
I definitely got into the habit of getting sun at that.
Oh, yeah.
That was massive for
I
me.
would come home from the gym or wherever, and I would go inside, and this guy's out the back tanning. And I was just like, this is like, I just saw a huge shift.
Yeah, that
You
was
know?
like, I think the first 6 months was just gym, getting to the routine of gym and eating.
And you still had a missus there at this time, right?
That's right,
That was
I
from
had a
Grand
missus.
Terrace to the back end, and then it kept happening in Chamagi.
That's
That was
right.
a 6-month thing, right?
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, you spend a lot of time in the sun. Most days you would eat your lunch in the sun and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
In the pool, you'd eat your lunch.
We finish the gym. I'll eat lunch. We'd have the lunch ready. You'd have
Yep.
it ready, and then I will literally be in the sun
Yeah.
eating.
For half an hour to hour sometimes.
Yeah.
That was
So-
the brownest you've ever been.
Yeah.
You were so brown.
Yeah. And I think if I was to categorize that 6 months was definitely like literally just eating. Was just-
Solomon's too.
Solomon's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meal prep service Solomon's.
That's
That was pretty
right.
much every day.
Those are shout outs. Solomon's.
Yep.
Good meal prep.
Yeah,
We're
they were
happy with
good.
That. I am being a babe. Love them. The
Yep.
best. Sloth. Love them.
So for the first like 4 months at least of bulking, four months probably to like almost the end of the year last year, we count the calories slowly up, and then at the end of it, I was just like, eat. I just want to
Yeah.
get some size on you, bro.
Yeah.
And it would gain weight pretty rapidly, and it was you got up to 79 kilos,
Yeah,
right?
79.
From 67, 68 when you arrived. So you put on like 10 kilos by the end of the year. You put on, so in 6 months, it was good.
Yeah.
And you were stronger, bigger, but we were just eating, man. Like you started getting an appetite. Your eyes were too big for your stomach at the end. You're ordering. Remember the burger deal? You're like, yeah, get another one. And I was like, bro, I get it, you're bigger, but chill. And you're like, I got this. Get through one meal, you're like, bag the rest, we'll take it home. I'm full.
Yeah.
But we eat Iron Vegan Babe religiously. We tackled everywhere, man. Casto, Mangus and Canggu, Kind. Well, you would hyperfixate because you're very much like that too, like me.
Yeah.
We hyperfixate on things.
Yeah.
You were hyperfixating on meals. For
Yeah.
ages, it was like the spag bowl from Kind you loved. Came with a
That's
piece of
right.
sourdough bread. You loved that. You're like, yeah, I want to eat that every day.
Yeah.
And then from Duahati,
Yeah.
like the spaghetti there and stuff. You're like, yeah,
Dua
and,
Lipa.
and you do a lipa, and a little smoothie. You're like, yeah, I want that every day. I love that.
Yeah.
And then Omajamu, shout out Omajamu.
Omajamu,
We ate there
shout
for
out.
like 2 months, 3 months straight.
Daily.
Every day. It was the tempeh, the seitan, the potatoes, all the fresh vegetables. That was beautiful. They're really good. I miss them. Oma jamu was awesome.
Oma jamu is awesome.
We used to get the jamus, like the actual juices,
Yeah,
all the time.
that's
They
right.
were great, well priced, good food. Yeah, a lot of your bulk was from Oma jamu. You were eating pretty
Sure.
clean. Like we'll be going out for burgers and stuff here and there and smoothies, but I reckon 70% of your food was Oma jamu, man.
Yeah,
It was religious.
yeah,
Because I was like, at the point I was cooking all these things, like tempeh, potatoes, broccoli. And then we figured out Oma jamu is pretty cheap. And it was very similar food.
yeah,
You know, we're eating a meal for like $3, $4 and having like a plate that you can hardly finish.
yeah. Because at the beginning, you cooked at first, but it just became like, it's just a lot of work to do that. And yes, you're here for that, but it's not even like you weren't, like, it was just inefficient. That's all. Even if you're paid, like, it's just inefficient. And at the end of the day, I didn't care.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, oh, you didn't do your duty, you didn't cook. Like,
Yeah, you kind of push for that at the start because sometimes I was like, oh, can we we'll get a feed out so I can't be really fuck cooking today or tonight? And you're like, yeah, no problem.
yeah,
And then there was times we were going to kind religiously and I would like call that out for what it is. I'm like, bro, you're spending $40 every time we go out for like lunch or dinner at the moment. I was
Yeah.
like, we can just start eating Oma jamu and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's so cheap. And then you were like, yeah, fair play. It is a lot cheaper.
yeah.
So I'd always try and make like a brokey adjustment from
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
perspective. And at the start, you didn't really care, but then it made sense over time. You know,
Yeah.
you save yourself.
Yeah, Oma jamu, that was a good. We should make a list of all of them, eh?
Duahati, we slayed them a fair bit.
Yeah,
Oma jamu would have been religious though. But I think I Am Vegan Babe was perfect because it gave you the appetite. You love their food. I love their food.
yeah,
And it really imprinted the veganism, like plant-based lifestyle. Because you saw all these foods that you're like, oh, is it really vegan? Remember you started posting that? How is this vegan?
Yeah.
You kept writing that on
That's
your stories.
right.
How is this vegan? How is this vegan? Like
That's
burgers
right.
and all these cool things.
Yeah, my
Um,
stories was just full of food at the
Yeah,
beginning.
it really was.
Yeah, I was really enjoying that actually.
Um,
Which again is so different to what I'm used to because I'm steaks, chobani. Like it's just like
yeah.
none of that stuff was the thing, you know.
And then from there, Chamagi, I don't think there's anything else to cover in there.
Where did we go after Obsidian? Which gym?
I thought it was Undefeated.
Really?
Yeah. Because we're at Chamagi when we were Undefeated. I meant Obsidian still. And then
We did 3 months in Obsidian. I remember.
3
that.
months in Obsidian. And then we were Undefeated just opened, remember? It was like its grand
Mm.
opening. We were one of the first members, man.
Yeah.
We must have signed up like literally being the top 3 or 4 first people to do it. I've been eyeing it up for a long time. So I saw Jackson, you know, I've known of Jackson for a long time through social media and know he's from Perth. And I used to eat at Pump Kitchen, his old shop in Perth, all the time when I was concreting. And I knew his mum before I knew him. So my mum was friends with his mum. I just love the look of that gym. So I was like, we got to go check out Undefeated. And that was like the next upgrade. I feel like
Yeah.
everything we've done from a gym perspective
Yeah.
to villas, like we went from Chamagi to Nyanyi,
Yeah.
which was a good upgrade again.
Great upgrade.
Yeah, that was a big place before it got flooded down.
Yeah.
It's another story we'll have to hit in a minute. But so yeah, when we moved to Nyanyi, how long were we in there for? Not that long, really. 3 months?
We were in Nyanyi for 3 months because I paid for 4 months up front.
Yeah, that's true. But when would that have been? It would have been... When did
2 months ago. Exactly 2 months ago is when it flooded.
Okay,
and
so
collapsed.
it's November, so October, September, it flooded. And we were in it for 3 months before that. So August, June. Yeah, it makes sense. June we left. Faglos.
Yeah.
June, yeah, June the 10th or something, we
Yeah.
left his place. And we went to Nyanyi. And which is a funny story too, because we were searching, we did like 10 villa searches in one day,
Yeah.
back to back, boom, 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 which we'd already been experienced with. We'd done this, you know, because you do want to kind of check them out.
We've done this. You don't want
We
this.
don't want this. I've seen this. It's something in Bali you have to.
Yeah.
It's you can't be like what you normally like. You know, in Australia you can give them the benefit of the doubt because
Yeah.
you're going to get the quality. Whereas in Bali you have to do your ins and outs because there's a lot of dodgy things here and a lot of cut corners. And if you just go in and go sign the contract, you're probably
Yeah,
going
you're
to
gonna
get
get
fucked.
screwed.
Yeah.
And I learned it the hard way too.
Yeah. We learned. You learned from making the decisions. But my mum and dad were in one in Nyanyi. This 3-story, beautiful on the river.
Yeah. And they've done their due diligence and they've already lived there for a month or two.
Yeah, and Mum's like, oh, the one next door is free. No one's been living in it. And I showed you the video and stuff. Like, oh, let's go check it out. So we went and checked it out. You're like, done, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's out of the way. We kept getting further and further away from
Yeah.
Canggu. We started like in the middle.
Yeah.
and Chamagi, and then Nyanyi.
Yeah.
And then we were looking to go to Kadungu.
That's
we wanted to
right.
keep going. Like, so one thing you will learn if anyone out there wants to live in Bali, you get sick of living in the central areas, you know, unless you're comfortable with it. But it's just nice to get home after you've been there and just relax.
Yeah.
And Nyanyi was, living next door to my mum and dad again, like genuinely next door neighbours, the exact same villas next to each other was just crazy.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, what else can we say about Nyanyi before it was taken from our grasp?
Yeah, Nani was a great shift. The road was rubbish to get there.
Yeah, they got to do something about that.
Yeah.
So we're living right near Luna Beach Club. We
Yeah.
never actually went there, but
No.
I've never been, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
We're very much there on the river, which we didn't really think anything of.
Yeah. Until
Never again. One tip, don't live near a fucking river in Bali,
No.
because if the big dog upstairs wants to crumble your rocks, then he'll do it, because
Yeah. Basically, short story, there was so much rain in over a period of 2 days that the river, which was next to us, flooded so high that the water rose all the way to the top, over to our garden and the pool, and the thing just collapsed, basically. And the foundation of the entire villa started sliding into. So we got woken up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to get.
Did my dad wake you up too?
Yeah.
He came in your room first?
Yeah, he came to my room first and then woke us up.
That was scary, man, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm very ashamed of how I dealt with that. I've never been in a natural disaster. I like to say I'm pretty calm under pressure a lot of the time, but that was just not one of the times. I thought it was the end, man. I thought there was a tsunami,
Yeah.
because obviously it can happen. There's
Yeah.
always signs around, you'll see, warning, tsunami. It doesn't happen often, but there's always a chance. It's an island. You know,
Yeah.
if storms hit, then these islands can go pear-shaped.
Yeah.
So when dad just knocked, he didn't even knock. He came in my room and said, "Get your fucking passport and get the fuck out of here." And I just woken up. And if anyone who knows me out there, I'm a shit morning person. It takes me like 3 hours to get my brain going. So I was just like, "What the fuck?" Shouting out to these dudes as we're packing. Like, he's just grabbed his laptop and shit. And then I was like, "Puppy, what's important? What do I need?" He's like, "Just get the fuck out, dude." I'm like, I'm an ahhing about what's important. Look at all my clothes and shit. Really put things into perspective. But we had a 3-story villa, and we were about, what would you say, from the bottom of the river to the top of that thing where the grass was, that was probably a good 4 meters.
Easy.
At least.
Easy.
Yeah, like taller than this roof. And then from there we had the stairs going up, and that's where the pool is, and the water got up the stairs.
Yeah.
It was almost coming through the back of the house.
Yeah.
So it raised like a good 8 to 10 meters.
Yeah.
And when we looked out the back, because we could see it like when the lightning, and there was like, a bit of light every now and again, you'd see it, and it just like, for something that was right down there usually, it was right up here, and it just felt like the whole house was going to fall down.
Yeah.
It was so intense, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this house is gone.
Yeah.
Like, get out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he thought it was the end of the world. Like, he thought this is the
I
end.
thought
This
this.
is it.
I said, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Yeah.
It looked to me like it was just Bali was flooded. Like it was
Yeah.
like gone. The Bali island was gone.
Yeah. It was really only our area because of the river.
Yeah.
I mean, it was other areas too, but ours was
Denpasar
extreme.
copped it and stuff, but yeah, that was crazy. And then we ended up just grabbing our shit, and I just grabbed Willow one arm, got on the scooter, and we all went up to the top of the road.
That's right.
That's where all the locals too. That's what was scary, because when we were outside, all the locals who were living in the shacks, all the workers. For anyone out there who doesn't know, like, there'll be all these nice villas and stuff, and the people who make these villas are usually from Java and the other islands, and they build these little wooden shacks and little metal shacks around the nice villas, and they live like, pretty brutal, like poverty life right next to these fancy villas, just the way it is here. And they're all packing their stuff in bags and walking up the hill with their kids and stuff. And there was one point I walked out the front, and all these like workers and stuff started like running past the villa, like going, "Oh," and pointing. Immediately I thought there was just a big tsunami coming. I was like, my heart was up here. I could feel my heart in my throat.
Yeah.
And I looked up, and the water was starting to come around our villa,
Yeah.
because it was smashing against the side, and it ended up taking one of the side walls from our villa away.
Yeah.
Like a big retainer wall, like concrete this thick. The water just busted through. There was trees that were like 10, 20 meters long floating down the river. Houses, we saw all them little tin houses and shit just flying down the river. Like, if you fell in, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no chance you could swim out of that. It
No.
was so vicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all got to
The
the
rain
top,
was
and it was
vicious.
pissing down. It was hectic.
Yeah. It was interesting because he woke us up. His dad woke us up. I think I was pretty chill. I was like, this was the second time for me. Because I already experienced it in Dubai. So it was like, okay, just a bit of water again. Fucking hell. Why am I being followed? But I mean, to me, I just knew, like, I just packed I remember I just took my laptop, or my laptop, my my 2 laptops, my Valdocs, passports, and all this stuff. And then when I walked out, I was like, oh, I forgot one thing, and I got like one sentimental thing, like my grandma's something. So I got a couple of sentimental stuff, and that was it. I was like, okay, yeah. The rest can just float down. And then you were outside, and he's like, what's valuable? Like, what do I
need, dude? What's important, dude?
Yeah. And I said, just your passport and your electronics, done. And your legal documents. Oh, okay. What my clothes? I'm like, fuck it, we'll just get a new one.
Yeah.
You know? We did end up actually, then when we went up the road, he actually went and just kept going. And I think it was good for you to just do something proactive as well.
Yeah.
You kind of got into the zone.
I got into a survival mode.
Yeah, you got into survival mode.
Yeah, and then Mum had to like kind of pull me away from it. She's like, just leave it now. Like, we've got everything we need. We've got a few suitcases. I'm not stopping. I'm getting everything out of the house. I'm getting all of it. So I did like so many trips up and down the hill, just fanging it, man. No shirt. Just, Willow, everyone was safe up there. And I just said, I'm not losing anything. I want to get everything.
Yeah. I think it was so interesting because, even from the beginning, we talked about like God's plan and stuff like that, how we met and all this. Even this, it just puts something in perspective, like what's valuable? What is valuable? What do you really fucking need?
Yeah, nothing, realistically.
Nothing.
Passport's
your health.
important. You can still get a new passport. That's the crazy thing. It's like...
You can still get a passport. It's just a massive headache.
Yeah, it's a headache. But realistically, if you lost everything, as long as you got your friends or family or your loved ones, your dog, you're good to go, man.
Yeah. Like the next day, we were sitting at Sloth.
That was in the morning. This happened at 3 a.m.
That's
and then you booked like an emergency accommodation for 3 nights at that place. And we went straight out for breakfast.
That's right.
We ditched our shit as soon as they let us in at 7 a.m. or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We went straight to the Sloth.
Yeah.
And then we were laughing about it.
Yeah.
Like that, like...
Because the rain stopped also. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think there was sun even.
Yeah, that's right.
It was crazy.
And so it's his parents, him, me, we're the Sloth. Like, it just puts it in perspective, like, what is valuable?
Yeah, we're all there safe.
That was the exact question you asked me, by the way. What is valuable?
Yeah.
And I think, obviously at the time you meant possessions, but I think the actual...
The deeper
now
meaning.
when we look back, like the deeper meaning of that experience is like, mate, sitting there at the Sloth with your folks...
My dog's good.
Your dog's good. We're rich.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
true, man.
We're rich. What else do you need? Like, of course, there's nothing wrong with getting more stuff, but I think that really paints how,
100%.
And the health as well. Like, another point is, being healthy enough to get out of that situation.
And that was the thing. When I kept going back for more, Mum was like, what happens if it crumbles? I was like, I'm athletic. I got it. I'll jump out the balcony.
Right.
I'll jump out the balcony. I got this. Just gained heaps of confidence. Thought I was Superman. I was literally running down, jumping in, because our back balcony, and Ryan will vouch for this, was like, it was still a balcony, but there was just nothing under it.
Yeah.
It was just literally a balcony of thin bit of tiling, and the chairs were on it, but there was just nothing underneath.
Yeah.
Like if you walked on it, it would have just fell.
Yeah.
The whole pool, you can imagine a whole pool. It wasn't a small pool either. It was a decent sized pool, heavy. That just fell. Like the whole pool went into where the river was. It was just crazy, man.
Yeah. What's valuable, eh?
Yeah, what's valuable. And then also for a fate thing, that was enough for Mum and Dad to go, fuck this place. We're going to Uluwatu.
That's right.
Whereas they were originally looking to Kadungu.
Yeah.
They were going to move to Kadungu and stuff. But that was just like a little thing like, fuck, we've got to get out of this place. We'll start fresh somewhere.
Yeah.
So that probably would have been in Kadungu if not.
Yeah, true, eh?
Yeah, and they went straight away.
Yeah.
They didn't even look for anywhere else.
No.
They were thinking about it, and then they just went, no, let's just go.
No, this is a sign.
Yeah, this is a sign. So we stayed 3 nights in the emergency one that you booked, and we went to another place for a couple of nights.
That's right.
Remember that 2-story one?
Yeah.
And that was the time we were really searching for our next place.
Yeah.
During that time.
Yeah.
Which we found.
And we didn't really bother searching too much. We just kind of like...
You let me do it. You I just went for like 3 or 4 different places, and then we went to this one together, and I'm like, yeah, this is good enough, man.
Yeah.
It's got a grass area for Willow. It's nice, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Good location.
I think this one really served its purpose because of the location.
Yeah, location is amazing.
Yeah.
2 minutes from SSA for you every night. Been a game changer.
Yeah. Shout out to RSSA.
Yeah, the best recovery in Bali
Big
by
shout
far.
Out, big shout out to RSSA. Shout out to Undefeated as well. We're happy with
Good
Undefeated.
shout out to Undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah, the places we're into is Undefeated, Alpha, Obsidian, RSSA, Omni for me, that's more co-working. But gym-wise, that's the ones, and RSSA is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big shift when you implemented that nightly thing. 'Cause
Yeah, it's true.
we didn't do a lot of ice bath in Alpha. I mean, we did it, but
Not religiously.
no, maybe once a week, maybe.
Yeah, once or twice probably.
And I couldn't do more than a minute.
And we were experimenting. We went mornings, we went nights, and
Yeah.
we were seeing what you felt better.
Mate, the first 6 months we really experimented a lot.
It was
eh?
all it was about, what worked for you. Because, like sometimes we'd try an ice bath in the morning and there was times you felt cooked after it. Remember? You did your ice
Yeah.
bath and sauna in the morning, like, mate, I feel tired as fuck all day now.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it at the end of the day. Whereas some people love doing it in their morning routine.
Yeah.
So it's just what works for you and working around it. But Undefeated is the best gym in Bali, for anyone who doesn't know. It's
You reckon you rate it number
I'd
one?
rate it number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, personally, I'd put Undefeated, Bodycraft Elements second. I went there for the first time a few weeks ago. And then probably, maybe Alpha.
Yeah.
Obsidian, probably a little bit further down the list, to be honest.
Machines was yes, but energy-wise, it's
Just not what we want. Undefeated's been great to us.
yeah.
We've been patient with them too, because it's taken a
Yeah.
while to get things going. But from a bodybuilding aspect, it's the best gym in Bali. Good crowd for the most part, and a very passionate owner
Yeah.
who knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Shout out Jackson.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the shoutouts we missed. They're pretty good. Those are the main ones. Food-wise.
Shout out Alex and Z from Vegan Babe again.
Oh yeah.
They're the best. Best family in Bali. Best vegan family in Bali.
100%. And so
Alex Z
inspiring
and the
too.
girls. Yeah, just the greatest family ever. Absolutely game changing it. Making vegan food tasty for everybody.
Yeah.
With the cutest little girls who have the best possible life.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see how them girls turn out. Like, they're
100%.
healthy food every day. No stress from bullshit school. Like, they're living their lives,
Yeah.
Bloody dancing and boxing and cooking food and colouring in and just being a kid.
Yeah.
But also learning practical stuff, skills and
Yeah.
eating good food, and the best parents. Can't praise them enough.
Yeah.
Quality humans.
100%. What else is on the list that will be good to talk about? I'll tell you one thing that I think is the fundamental shift on I want abs to everything else. Sleep. We had to take care of sleep.
Yep.
Sleep.
Sleep, water.
Water.
What are you down? You got down that pretty quick, to be honest, because
Yeah.
I was just grilling you.
Yeah,
I was
you
really
grilling.
grilling you
Yeah,
about that.
like now, like.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll come into your room when you're working, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, "What's that about? Like,
Yeah.
where's your water bottle?" And you're like, "Oh, shit." I'm like, fill it up, dude. There's water out here. And then you just got to a point where you were just doing it.
Yeah.
You weren't being asked anymore. You were.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like anything. It's a habit.
Yeah.
Once you build it.
Yeah. That was probably the biggest value from the last year. It's just the habits that, we've gone down. Here I am, fucking gym, and I can't fucking open the bottle. No, but like the habits that we built, which is also why partly we're parting ways, kind of not living together, is because the habits that we built like in the last year, like it took me a long time to get into all those habits, to do it myself. Like even after 6 months, I don't think I would have been ready.
No,
To-
it wouldn't have been a life-changing thing.
Would have been life-changing. Not that I didn't feel better, not that I didn't, all those things, but I noticed shoulder-wise, like shoulder and back, I noticed massive difference when I started doing RSSA.
Let's go back to that. So
Yeah.
when we first went to Alpha Gym, which was the first gym we joined in Bali,
Yeah,
that his injuries were more exposed than ever because, one, you were training more frequently, and two, you were using a variety of machines that you hadn't accessed before.
yeah,
Before you were very restricted, other than Doherty's one time, but you had about 4 or 5 exercises we could do in your gym. We were very limited. Whereas this one was testing out different ranges of motion, different angles, different things altogether, and your mobility was really getting put to the test, and it was dog shit. It was couldn't really lift his arm above his head without it just hurting.
yeah. Like this was not possible.
Yeah, it was even just as it was. We were doing DDF against the wall.
Yeah.
And like one of your arms just wouldn't go up, man. You're just like, no, it just won't do it.
Yeah.
Same with bicep curls. You're doing bicep curls, and it was putting so
First-
much pain on your shoulder.
Yeah. So first time we did bicep curls on the machine when you got the pad here,
Preacher.
no, and there was no weight,
Yeah, it was the lowest one.
and I was like,
I think it was like 4 kilos or something.
I-
2 hands,
I
like a
couldn't-
full-on child's weight.
yeah, could not move my freaking
From your
arms.
shoulder though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would pull, and obviously your shoulder's still activated while you're holding that weight. It was just too much for
Yeah.
him. That was crazy, man.
Yeah. Even at the time, I think he was like, he kind of shrugged, like, I don't know what to do. Like, this,
Yeah, it was a shock. I'd never seen anything like it.
yeah,
It was just a neglect from,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So then that was definitely alpha, and we have footage of me in the at home with the machine gun. The gun.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
The trigger gun,
The
like
trigger gun,
massage gun.
machine gun.
Yeah. Walter White shit.
Yeah.
That was probably the most I guess refreshing part for me, was actually seeing the injuries solve themselves.
Yeah.
'Cause at the same time, I'm not a physio, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I just believe in lifting weights and they can fix your injuries to some extent. You
Yeah.
know, there's some injuries you're going to need to see a doctor or someone who can actually help you out. Fuck doctors, actually. A physio or someone who's like more advanced in injuries kind of stuff. But I just believe that weights can heal most injuries, which I
Yeah.
really believe in.
Yeah.
Most people's injuries come from being a lack of strength and
Yeah.
mobility and all these things.
There was
I just
something-
believed in it, and you just kept doing it, and it just got better.
Yeah, it just got better.
Yeah.
Like, it was just one day we realized, like, my God, like, I'm actually doing
Yeah, you're like, dude, this is not hurting me anymore. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it,
Yeah.
let's go.
combo of the ice baths, and another thing we forgot, which you've implemented, was it was pretty early on. Was the massage? We did 2-3 times a week.
True, religiously.
We did 2 to 3 times.
Actually,
a week.
shout out Lotus. No, shout out Lima Spa
Lima Spa.
for our first one. That was
Yeah.
our religious one, right near Omajamu.
That's
We'll
right.
go massage Omajamu, like
That's
sometimes right after each
right.
other.
Fuck. Forgot about that.
Shout out Okta, wherever you are at
Okta.
the moment. He's back in Sumatra or whatever island you're from with his family. I think his missus had a baby. And you had some girl there.
3.
Was it Sri?
3.
Yeah, Sri. And then we went to Lotus
Mm-hmm.
at the top of Canggu. Yeah, top of Batubelong. And then that was Okta. Okta's from
That's
Lotus. I don't remember the ones from Lima Spa's names, but they were good.
Yeah,
They were awesome.
they're okay. Yeah.
And then I think Our Lady left, or one of Our Ladies left Lima Spa, remember? Just randomly. So then we moved
And then we moved.
to
Yeah.
Lotus. I had Okta, you had Sri, and
Yeah.
they both left eventually.
That's right.
So then we just started finding random little ones.
Yeah.
Went to the one almost near Fagalor's house. On the corner there, Common Grounds, whatever it was
Yeah,
called,
yeah,
remember?
yeah.
The one that's cash only.
Yeah.
Then we did like heaps of other ones. and
Yeah. A bunch of random ones.
You went to the one close to SSA for a little bit because it was convenient.
Yeah,
and-
that's what I've done for the last few months.
Yeah.
But we've reduced it. But I think for the first 6 months, we did massage 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah. It was essential for you because you were sore all the time.
Yeah.
Like you were sore, man, because you were training hard and you've never been through this kind of thing before. So you needed it more than ever. And then you always get him to work on your lower back and your shoulder. And
Mm-hmm.
it was just everything has worked out exactly the way it needed to.
Crazy, eh?
Crazy.
And then the second 6 months was, and then the beach walk.
Oh, yeah. So we used to go to the same beach where I found Willow
Yeah.
and just do a walk up and down, you know, have a chat, walk for half an hour, get some steps in. You started coming to that more and more regular with me, you know, once you started incorporating more cardio. It's more when the cut too, more when you kind of finish the bulk. On the bulk, he was trying to play soccer at Finn's recreational and he was in a lot of agony. And there was a point where we walked on the beach for maybe 200 meters and his lower back just started seizing up. He was holding it on the floor pretty much just from
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
And we did some sprints on the sand one time and he was in agony after maybe like 3 20-meter sprints. Obviously it wouldn't have helped because you were heavier too, but your lower back's always been an issue.
Yeah.
But then the same thing, we started cutting and more massages, more ice baths. We just started doing lower back exercises. Remember you do a lot of back
Yeah.
extensions for a while.
That's right.
And then one day,
every time those free few seconds, go do lower back extensions. Yeah.
just getting it stronger. And then it just kind of stopped hurting you. I don't know when it happened, but
Yeah.
was there a point you know it was kind of fixed or just...
It really was gradual. My God, it's so interesting to think about. Like, I don't know if there was a point that I noticed that it was fixed, because I'm not even sure that it's quote unquote fixed. But it's you know the quote where people say like that struggle didn't go away, you just got stronger. Type
Yeah.
thing. It's a little bit like that. Like I'm just overall so much more athletic and stronger, but all of a sudden, whatever I have here is like,
Your body can put up with it now.
yeah, it's like nothing. It's like
Yeah.
just a little speck of annoyance at best,
Yeah.
you know? And not to say if I'm not putting a tremendous amount of pressure on it, it's going to be great, but it's,
Well, you get through 2 hours of soccer now, and you're not really even complaining about it.
Yeah. So this is before I came here, because I was in Dubai. I was traveling for a year and a bit, and I went to Dubai for the first time, and I didn't play soccer while I was traveling because I struggled to find places. I was jumping around so quickly. So then I went to Dubai. I played for like 3 days straight.
Sports City.
Yeah, Sports City. 3 days straight I played, and I was injured for a month.
Fuck.
That's how cooked I was. Like, just cooked. And like this last month, I've been playing 3 times a week, 5 hours a day, just hammering. Brutal, like non-stop, and gymming 5 times a week on top. And my body's
You've
like,
been fine.
no worries. No worries. The only injury I had is because the guy freaking kicked me. Like, but that was just like literally somebody
no niggles. You literally officially have no niggles in your body, realistically.
No. I finished the sports. I'm like, I'm going to the gym now. Like,
Or you come straight from soccer for 2 hours and you'd meet me at the gym and ready for a session. Yeah. Which shows your energy levels, man. You got great energy levels and you sleep like a baby now. Yeah. Because you are, pretty full on. Yeah. You still have good structure. Whether you soccer for 2 hours, gym for an hour, and then you're working, you're still hustling. Yeah. Then you fit in recovery, massage here and there. You got stacked days, but you sleep like a baby now. Yeah. Sometimes you get home at 9 o'clock, you're like, I'm done. Yeah. It's good. Crazy.
And the relaxing aspect, like I've learned, there's so many things we've learned from each other. Like you're actually building your socials now, which is crazy. Crazy. Like, there is a very funny anecdote from about a week ago, 3 days ago, whatever. Liam is officially part of the Entrepreneur Nerd Club because
shout out Veggie boy.
He was just talking randomly and then he just spat out a sentence and it was like a baby saying his first word. It was like that. And he said, I'm building my following, but you got to make sure that I get some conversions. Or there's no point getting followers if I'm not converting. Yeah. That was the phrase.
You just lost your shit.
And I just started laughing and he didn't realize it was funny. I was like, you just like, you're welcome to the club. You just used the word converting. That's such a nerd entrepreneurial
It's almost
business.
like the same of you having no niggles and being at this point. It's me like really stepping my foot into the entrepreneurial business world. Whereas you're like right into the fitness world now.
Yeah, totally.
Crazy.
Totally. So that was a really funny thing. But, like he's changed so much as well from, just business. And I think you've really put focus on the last 4 months primarily.
Oh, yeah.
Since I was in Europe.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of you kind of knew at that point, roughly, you didn't know how much longer you'd be in Bali. Yeah. At that point. Hadn't made the proper decision, but you kind of knew, like, look, I'll be leaving for a while. So at that point, I started hustling, but it wasn't really, honestly, until when I got back. Yeah. What was that, a month ago? Yeah. That was when I really sent it. It was like every day. I think I spent the last 3.5 weeks posting every single day, and that's when the following started going up, and I'm just pumping it out. So I work best under pressure, like a lot of people do. Yeah. And now the pressure is on. Yeah. We'll also go back to June or earlier. When did Mum and Dad move over?
Good question.
May. They were maybe in that accommodation for a month or two, I think, before we moved in. Maybe.
So they were there. That was their first one.
Yeah.
That was their first and only one proper. Yeah. So they were there for 2 months probably.
So maybe April or something like that.
So that would have been April. So that's another crazy point.
Yeah. With the fate thing.
Yeah, with
so if I didn't quit my job and move here with Eran, then my parents wouldn't have retired and moved here. Yeah. My mum still would have been posing coach. Dad still would have been PTing. Because they said to me they would never ever have moved to Bali if it wasn't for me. They just wouldn't even enter their mind. Yeah. But the fact I did it, I got stuck into them. Said just retire, sell your house, live off what you got. You can have fun, have a good life.
And they did. They sold, which is honestly
crazy.
So much respect to your parents as well. That's ballsy.
Shout out Mum and Dad.
Yeah, shout out Mum and Dad. Like that's ballsy to do that.
Big move.
Big move. That's a huge risk.
Yeah.
Very unconventional, out of your comfort zone move.
Oh, considering they spent all of my life, so 30, 35 years probably they spent in Australia. Yeah. Majority of their life. Yeah. A lot of their life.
So they've moved, which is amazing.
And then my sister and her fiance Braden, shout out Braden, legend. Shout out Sian.
You're right too.
Yeah, you're pretty cool too. They moved here about a month ago now. Yeah. So they quit their jobs and they're winging it too. It's all just been winging it, really. Yeah. That's what life's about, though. It really is.
I know, right?
You gotta fucking wing it. No one really knows what the fuck you're doing, but when you get an opportunity, you just fucking take it and you roll with it. And now I'm learning that entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. And I'm learning that you would know this for many years, but I'm already learning it's just like this. There's days I feel like, wow, I'm really getting the hang of this shit. Veggie boy shit. It's going well.
Yeah.
Next day I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it never stops.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with the gym. I'll tell you, there's a couple of points which I think we've learned. So it's actually crazy. We are on the foundational piece of, I think, life in terms of like values and I guess generosity, wanting to help people and kindness and just trying to generally be good humans, maybe not always succeeding, but trying our best to be good humans for the most
Good
part.
intentions.
You know, well-intentioned humans. But the business and fitness and kind of like the way our life is and how he feels about, you know, working and chilling, and me, the opposite. We are so different. We are literally black and white.
Yeah.
And so many things. Like I was even telling my mom and my family, like the last year I learned to just be a human. Like it's not like, yes, abs. That was obviously the first point, but like, and then yes, okay, I'm eating well, and then I'm drinking water, and I'm sleeping at nighttime, and all this healthy. But it's like there's other aspects, like just being a freaking human.
Yeah.
Of like,
Who looks after themselves in
Yeah.
that aspect.
like I think I counted. I think it was 3 days since I've been here. I didn't open my laptop one time in those 3 days.
Wow.
That is,
Unheard of.
it's unheard of for me.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you know? And so I think like there's a lot of values like that which I would have thought, if I was to look at somebody like Liam, say a decade ago, I'd be like, oh, he's lazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's it's super judgmental actually. When you really take a step back, yes, you think that, but you know, it's actually super judgmental. And it's like, how can you judge somebody? Because, you know, he's at the gym. Let me tell you, he's fucking the hardest working dude there. You know, so it's like, it's very, very different to really like take a step back and actually look at someone else who's so different to you and actually let him into your own life and
Yeah.
let you impact. Because certain habits he was doing, I was like, man, the fuck are you doing in the summer all day? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck's wrong
What
with
a
you?
waste of time that is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
such a waste of time. But then after a while, yeah, well, I got this wrong actually. Like this is not.
And likewise.
Yeah.
I looked at your life like, this guy's fucking full-time nerd. He's got, this is bullshit, dude. Now I'm like, fuck, that's amazing though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about finding that balance.
Yeah,
Just
the
like me, I
balance.
can't spend all day at the beach every day. Like it's not as productive as it could be, but if I can manage it all,
Yeah.
fit in an hour of this and gym and laptop work, it's the ultimate.
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Which I looked at you and I was like, there's no balance there.
No.
And I had no balance once. I was just too much vegetable, you know,
Yeah.
too much just
Chilling.
idle mode.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
enjoying life, you know. But it's not going to pay the bills and it's not going to
Yeah.
advance me in a business sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's crazy,
Yeah. The balance part is crazy.
crucial.
Yeah, crucial. And yeah, and then you took me to go shopping, clothes shopping as well, because
Yeah.
I didn't fit because I was bulking,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, from a streetwear fashion,
From a streetwear.
mate. Just as an overall human
human.
being is just being. I'm so proud of that. I don't care about the results for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
abs or just as a human being, mate.
Yeah.
Your values are still the same. You're still the same bloke, but even just maybe a little bit more open-minded in a lot of senses.
100%.
Looking after yourself because you're a good-looking dude too, man. Before you just kind of didn't really know it. You didn't really get to experience that young, I guess, like going partying, clubbing, and all these other aspects that I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know, where you're always trying to present yourself in an aesthetic way and look your part. You know, whereas you didn't really give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Different
I was
different
just working.
upbringing.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
different.
You dressed well. You streetwear, baggy shirts, fresh fade, looking suave, got a tan.
Fade. The fade.
Fade. You didn't understand at the start. Like, what is it? I'm like, mate, go get a fucking. We went there to headbang, I think, or you went to another one first. But anyway, I ended up coming with you and telling the guy, like, give him a fucking skin fade to
Yeah.
skin fade, low fade, mid fade, and we sussed out which one was better for you.
Yeah.
And now you get like, is it a mid fade?
Mid fade.
Yeah, skin fade but mid, so it starts mid range. Loves it.
Yeah. There's just like it was like a bit of a joke. Like, yes, I'm paying for everything, but like, and he was training me, but he was being my freaking life coach on certain things, and vice versa.
Yeah,
but
100%.
like literally my life coach, like literally like, okay, yeah, how to get a haircut. Like, not that I didn't know how to like tell him, but In my mind, when I go to get a haircut before Bali,
Well,
it was,
what about this, for example, the clothing? When we went to
the shit.
Warang Jantan or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Jalang Jangtang. It's a little shop in Dalung, about 20 minutes out of Canggu, and it's like a little streetwear cheap. You know,
Yeah.
everything's $5, $10, but sandals like this, you know, something like this, just your classic. Have you wear them today?
No, I'm actually wearing a different one. I'm wearing this one.
All right, but yeah, the general slide that you got, or your little
Yeah.
sandals, Birkenstocks, if you will. He just was like, really? Really? It's what people wear? I was like, mate, it looks good. You can wear it with anything. It's casual, or you can even dress up. Okay. Won't take them off. Loves them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But all these little things, and I think we've just unlocked certain aspects of each other.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, I've had the key to certain aspects of your life, and you've unlocked certain aspects of
Yeah.
my life that I can see why people are obsessed with the grind.
Yeah.
You know, the last few weeks, I haven't been able to put my laptop down. I'm staying awake late, and I'm aware of it, which is great.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like that forever.
Yeah.
But I understand what it takes to get these results, to get money, to get clients, to get fucking entrepreneurship rolling. It's hard work, and you've got to fight for it.
Yeah.
Just like you have had to fight and fucking tooth and nail
Yeah.
to get some abs or to get your fucking strength,
Yeah.
to get your injuries gone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then also presentable, you know, like also like on the dating scene, super
Yeah.
more confident, going on next. See, this is guys are hustling in more ways than just the gym and business. Obviously had a missus for 6 months,
Yeah.
whatever long that was, which was great. you
Yeah.
know. Been so many aspects for it, which is just because I look at what you do for finances and you make good money, all these things, and I already know what kind of life I would live with your kind of situation.
100%.
And I'll be getting a fresh fade on the week every week. You know,
Yeah.
'cause that's like, you always leave the barber feeling good, you know? You
Yeah.
never leave going, fuck, I feel like shit. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude, this is prime.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing I've learned off you too, is more the convenience of things.
Mm.
I can't wait to have that.
Yeah.
You know, I love cooking, but if I had the money, I'm just going to get a meal prep service.
Yeah.
Because it just takes that out of my brain and I focus on what's important.
Yeah.
Because cooking food is not really important. If you can
Yeah.
afford not to do it,
Yeah.
you save yourself
So
10
much
hours a
time.
week minimum.
Yeah.
10 hours to work on your business.
Yeah.
Or go hit the gym harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Socialize or do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah, the things you want to
Go to a shelter and help dogs.
do. Dogs, yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever you want to achieve. We spend so much time on the stuff you're forced to do.
Yeah.
As a brokey or as someone who lives pay to pay, you got to do the tedious stuff.
Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, the fade. Previously, if I go get a haircut, I'll be like, do number 2 or
Short
do
back
number
and sides
3.
or something.
That was it.
Yeah, short
It's-
back and sides or something.
Yeah, short back and sides and do number 2 and number 3. That was
Yeah.
it. That was my extent of my thing. And he first time he's like, do a skin fade. I was like, what? Skin fade? Short fade? Skin no, let's do it. Let's check it out. I think we did a skin fade first.
Yeah, we did like a low, then we did a high one. You didn't
High
really like
one.
that one.
That's
And then we
right.
found the sweet
Kind of-
spot.
yeah, that's right. So that was another.
Now you're getting it like at least every 2 weeks, I reckon. You're pretty
Yeah.
much getting a haircut.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Got the beard fade, dressing streetwear, first Street X shirts. Shout out Street X,
Yeah,
best
that's
streetwear
right.
company in
That's
Australia.
right. Put a hat on.
Yep.
Put a
Hat, backwards.
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 A backwards hat.
First shot.
First
First shot of alcohol. Bowling.
That's right.
We went bowling
So-
for your birthday, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we went
Was
bowling.
it my birthday? Was your birthday?
Was it my birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I don't
anyway,
know.
it was
One of
it
our
was
birthdays.
it was a birthday. So it's a bowling place. I think it's actually temporary closed.
Yeah. Strike or something.
Strike or something. Yeah, strike. And when you get a strike, you get a shot of alcohol. And Liam has his history with whatever. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He has been drunk
Couple
in the
of beers.
past. He has been drunk in the past, whereas I haven't actually been drunk per se. So I have drank maybe a beer or two once a year throughout my whole life. So it's like nothing, basically. But I've never had a shot. And so when we get the strike, I had the shots. I think I had 3 shots. It would have been my birthday.
Yeah, I think it
was
was
my
after
birthday.
the slingshot and shit. I think we went from there and then
That's
maybe
right.
went bowling or something,
That's
or vice
right.
versa.
That's right. And so I had my first shots as well, which was just like...
Yeah, I think you had 3 or 4 maybe or something.
That's
You
right.
end up going, I feel a little bit good.
Yeah. Like, is it that for me? Yeah. So many just new experiences. And yeah, that girlfriend, I mean, it was the first time I've had a girlfriend since I was married.
Yeah.
So that was, obviously a shift as well. Even, not without getting into details, but like the first date when I went to
It's Waterbomb.
Waterbomb.
Waterbomb. underwater parasailing
something,
and shit.
Parasailing. So
Jungle?
like
The jungle retreat.
that's right. So like there was like 3 or 4 dates that like pretty much in the early beginning, and I was like, I just didn't know what to do. Like it was just like I was kind of like just not really with it. And Liam's like, oh, do blah. And then you literally pushed us out the door to go to Waterbomb. Literally like, go to blah. And we checked it, and it was good because I was in the zone. Like I was like, yeah, I'll book it. No worries, let's go. But that was also like a little bit of help, like a little push at the beginning to get out of my comfort zone. Not even comfort zone, but just like doing something that I just didn't really think about.
We weren't like, we weren't heaps experience with dating really, like in the sense of like actually having girlfriends. Yeah.
I was just married. So
I was thinking of all the exciting things you can take a girl for when you're first meeting and all that good stuff, obviously. And
Mr. Wingman.
Yeah,
good
love
wingman.
Guru.
Yeah.
Who can't find love.
Yeah. Gonna start a business. I'm gonna do dates consulting. You need help? This guy's your guy.
Yeah.
If you're a dude and you're hopeless, talk to this
Veggie
guy.
boy's a guy.
It's $197 for half an hour consultation. Set up a landing page.
Yeah. DM me looking for love.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that was also like kind of helpful at the beginning. And then what else was there? That was definitely big. Sauna ice bath, obviously. I mean, the ice bath at the beginning, you just have to push me down. It was like...
Yeah, I couldn't even do the ice bath with you at the same time.
Yeah, we couldn't do it separate.
He had to go into... Yeah, you had to go into the ice bath and I'd stand on the outside of it right next to you, practically holding your hands.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, come on, man, 10 more seconds, come on, man, 8 more seconds, breathe. And down. Like full on coaching you through it, dude. I remember even asking you, can I jump in at the same time? But no, man, I can't do it without you. You have to like guide me through it.
Yeah, the first 6 months when we did the ice bath, which wasn't a lot, I just told him, look, just don't do the ice bath. You can do the ice bath after or before, but I'm not doing it myself. I just no. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah. And they're grubby too. But
yeah, not shout out alpha ice bath, pubes and smell like piss and all sorts in there.
Yeah. But now, I did 3 minutes today and it's like just jump in and whatever it's been, no worries.
Game changers.
Game changing.
Great tool.
Yeah. Clothes,
Fade.
haircut, little dates.
Not even Tinder.
Yeah,
that's being raw. I was setting up a Tinder profile at the start, like full on. It was good, man. I was just trying to give you any kind of, any knowledge I had that, my failures in the past. Obviously, I've probably been on that dating wagon more than you in my life. And I was just passing on the knowledge of what failed for me and what worked. And it was good, man.
Yeah. Really just business. The volunteer stuff that I did, and that was the extent of my life experience. And I was married for ages. And I've
been hustling since you were born, man.
Yeah, I was born.
Literally born with a laptop.
Just nerding out.
Yeah.
So, it's been a fucking life-changing, just from so many directions. Another point I think is important is the, what's the phrase? Longevity. Longevity-wise. I've always thought... When I was young, I thought, I'll probably die when I'm in my 60s. And it wasn't like a weird thing for me to say. I thought, it's normal. Like, I'll probably in my 63, 64, max 65, I'll be dead. We kind of talked about that. I think we added at least a good decade. At least a decade. And I'll tell you what's interesting is, let's say we listen to this podcast in 60 years from now. 61 years when I'm freaking 100, which I will get to. What's interesting is it's not so much about, maybe I've added 10 years longevity from just what we've done, or 5 years or whatever, but the discipline that will continue over the next decades
should accumulate more.
That will continue to accumulate. It's actually like an asset. It's like buying an asset that will continue to pay you passive dividends or pay you dividends for a long time.
The ultimate investment.
Yeah. I think that's what this year has done. It's like, people just don't understand when you put that fitness and health as a priority, it will pay dividends. Yes, you continue to work at it, which is very different to business. With business, you can automate and outsource, and with fitness,
it's all on you, realistically.
You still have to show up to the gym every day, or you lose your results. You can't automate that. You still have to show up, but that's okay as long as you incorporate it into your routine and it's part of your life, like your day-to-day life. Just like going to the toilet is. Yeah. It should
Drinking
be the
water
same.
Is.
Yeah, well, for some people, not for me before.
Not for me.
Not for me. But all those things, I think, it will continue to add up.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's talk about the difference in the outness or the, with business, how I said that you can automate and then you can still make money, but you don't actually have to do the work.
Yep.
Whereas fitness is actually something you have to continue to do.
Mm-hmm.
On the other flip side, business, you could work so hard for years and get fuck all because you might be in the wrong niche, the wrong market, whatever.
Yep.
Whereas with fitness, it's actually really difficult to not make progress.
100%. If you've got someone in your corner who's teaching you the ways, and if you have a little bit of fucking oomph, a little bit of drive, and
Just
you want
discipline.
it's inevitable.
Inevitable.
It's inevitable. If you take the
It's
right procedure,
Just you always progress.
and especially the first year. Realistically, your journey here has been so good because it's when you get your best results.
Yeah.
You know, I've primed you for this in the sense of, I've told you this is so important, these aspects about learning the right techniques and the right tempos and learning all the tools well.
Yeah.
Because the first year or two is so important.
Yeah.
Because usually your results are like this, and then the rest of your life it's kind of just like it's a grind to
Yeah.
get them PBs into, because your body's used to it.
Yeah.
Your body's the ultimate adaptation machine. It gets used to things, and you got to
Incredible.
fucking battle for these things, and change exercises But you've hit the first year and got the results. You've got a great foundation now. You
Yeah.
have a physique that's actually pretty good, and you can
Yeah.
take your shirt off wherever you are, and people probably know you train. And now it's about doing it forever and
Yeah.
hopefully making more progress over
Yeah.
time.
Maintaining it.
Yeah,
You reckon I can compete?
I reckon you could. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, you could do fitness.
Fuck.
I reckon one more growth phase.
That'd be
Maybe like
crazy,
6
eh?
months, 8 months of putting some muscle on again and putting some size on, and doing maybe like another 16, 20 week cut again, like a long slow grind. Maybe you could go late next year, or even like maybe the first season 2027, and do a little fitness comp.
Very cool.
It would be cool, dude. Another piece of the puzzle.
Even just for the journey and also looking back, looking back at all the stuff that we've gone through, it's like even just telling people like why I moved to Bali. I always found it like so like almost fun. Like, oh, why did you move to Bali? And I tell them the reason. It's just such a cool reason. Every person I tell it to,
Oh,
they're
it's
like,
the ultimate flex without even trying to be like an egotistical thing.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing ever.
yeah,
There's no one who would listen to why you're here and what you're doing who's like, oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what?
yeah,
You
crazy.
hired a PT to live with you,
Yeah,
and all you're doing is focusing on your fitness?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
yeah, incredible.
And
But
you did say this. You said everyone who's in a position to be able to do this should honestly be doing this.
Yeah,
Because there's no reason not to, right?
no reason not to. And I'll tell you what the other thing that I think is crazy. It's really not that expensive. Like, I'm not a millionaire, not yet. I'm sure that I will be.
It's coming.
But at the time, both now and when we started a year and a half ago, I was not at that level. I was not at 7 figures. It's actually crazy to me that other people don't do it. And do you know how many people that I've spoken to who are PTs who were jealous of you?
Yeah.
They were so like, oh my God, I would have done that gig. I would have done that gig. You know what I mean? Like probably
Anyone would.
probably 4 out of 5 PTs that I've spoken to would have said, I would have done that gig. Why didn't you call me? Or whatever they said, like obviously it's a joke because whatever, big papi. I'm not getting fucking anyone else, But the point is that like it's not like there isn't PTs out there who wouldn't take this
Oh,
gig.
90% of them would. There's no reason they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Unless
it's
they're
like-
locked in like with the family. But
Yeah.
any single PT who's
Yeah.
willing to travel, which is a lot of them,
a lot of them.
would say yes.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
And
not
there's a
like,
lot of people who need the help.
Yeah.
A lot of rich people.
Yeah.
A lot of very successful businessmen who look like shit.
100%.
Or have body issues or injuries or bad posture. Let's talk about your posture for a second.
Mate.
So if anyone out there who hasn't seen the pictures when he first arrived, he looked like Hunchback of Notre Dame, like fucking the bell ringer, that little gremlin who lives under the bridge or something. Upper back was not looking good. Like on the verge of, I think in 10 years you would have had bad scoliosis. Like
Yeah.
almost would have been the way your posture stayed forever, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's completely different.
Mm.
Just from training your muscles, training your back, opening up your chest, and then also psychologically, me telling you all the time, like chest
Yeah.
up, like walk proud, a combination of all these things, then massages and everything. And now it's just, and I've winged this, by the way. I've never dealt with someone, because this is a
Yeah.
first time experience for me.
Yeah.
I've never been able to live with a client, control what they eat, control when they sleep, try fix their injuries and winging it, because I've never done a lot of this stuff. Like a lot of PTs. It's all new game. So, and it's worked. I've just
Yeah.
trusted the process, believed in what I do know, and we've adjusted along the way.
Yeah.
And now your posture is, you would never have known you had a posture
Yeah.
like that. It's
100%.
crazy. Insane, dude.
Yeah. Huge. especially for a desk worker.
Yeah.
Which is actually the reality is it's most people anyway.
Oh,
We're in the laptop
one of the most
world.
common postures ever, probably.
Yeah,
in the history of humankind.
We're in the online world now. It's everybody's got a laptop, everybody's got a phone, they're all like this.
Yeah, hunched over.
Yeah, so that's huge. That's huge. Very fucking interesting.
Where do we get from? How do we get into that one?
Let me just see, because I posted on Instagram
on-
to see if people got questions.
Oh yes, Nyanyi though. Nyanyi flooded,
Nani flooded.
and then went to the emergency, and now we're in Sese. It's in a great location. And what's next? So what's next is in 2 days' time, Friday, I leave to go. Have you got some?
Somebody said Coca-Cola sponsor. It's something to talk about actually. But I gotta take a break. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, go for it, man. Send it. Yeah, I got a few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. First one is go to the story and then you do the old swipe up. See, I know my shit.
Yeah.
All right, what's been your biggest challenge in fitness? So we'll both go.
I think the biggest challenge was the fact that I hate it.
Yeah, it's completely reasonable.
Like, I just don't enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
it just was not, I wasn't going to the gym and be like, wow, this is freaking great. I love it. This is my happy place. Like, even now, like, it's not, since day one,
Yeah.
I yawn the moment I walk in there.
Yep.
I just want to get the fuck out.
I've never seen a man yawn like this. It's a phenomenon at this point. He just will. The moment he enters the gym, the soul leaves the body.
Yeah.
Yawning, just 100 yawns sometimes. Leaves the gym, energy comes back, soul comes back, energy, singing, enthusiasm for life in the gym, non-existent.
Like,
But the energy,
nah.
he puts the effort in, but just doesn't enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a testament to what you're doing. You've
Yeah.
achieved this, and you do not like it.
Yeah.
You said it today.
Yeah.
I saw someone ask how you going. You said, I hate this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely hate it. Freya, right? She was
Freya.
like, yeah, she was like, oh, I love the leg day. Love leg day's fun day. I'm like, fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, like, I just don't, even now, the guy, the bodybuilder, what is his name? Mike? Was it? Mike?
Oh, yeah. Mike Sommerfeld.
Yeah, even he asked me, he says, oh, something, he asked me, says, how you like the journey? I freaking hate it. I hate the gym. He's like, oh, it's fair play. Sometimes I don't like to come to the gym either. I'm like, okay, like just honestly, like, that was probably the biggest struggle, which is probably the biggest value as well, that having you there is just, because there's zero chance that I would do this on my own. Like, it's not like I could have maybe done it with some discipline. Maybe if I was rich,
Yeah.
maybe, no. There is zero chance I would have done it on my own. So you being there has just obviously helped.
But now you can.
Now I can,
Yeah.
because now it's ingrained in me as a routine. Number one,
You said, what you said was very important too. You have something to lose now.
I have something to
Yeah,
lose.
very important.
Like, I genuinely feel like I've got something to lose. Like, I'm like, I've got abs, you could say. I mean, it's obviously there's different levels as well, which I've also, there's different levels to abs, but I've got.
Yeah, you got shape.
I've got shape.
Yep.
It's
You're
respectable.
strong.
Yeah, I'm strong. Which
Let's just put this into play. Eran couldn't, so you couldn't hold yourself up on a dip bar.
Yeah.
For
So,
example, like this.
like this.
Like on your classic dip bar, he couldn't just jump up and just hold his arms stretched. So basically just holding your body weight with your hands at your side, dangling.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Would literally jump up and then last half a second and jump back down.
Yeah.
He just couldn't hold his body weight. Now he's cracked over 15 dips multiple times.
Yeah.
And clean. And
Yeah.
I'm talking like clean.
Yeah.
And if he wants to go super slow, like a 2-3 second negative, and then nice and slow up, so it's crazy, 8 to 10.
Yeah, and even with weight, I think I've done 5
Yeah,
kilos
you've done
even
5 kilo
with
belt.
weights, belts.
Strength is through the roof. And
Yeah.
now you know that if you don't train
Yeah.
these exercises, you lose the strength.
Yeah.
Just like probably in business.
Yeah.
You don't work on your business, your money
Yeah.
starts going down usually,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the biggest struggle is just the dislike. But it's just ingrained.
Yeah. It's literally your part of your
It's
life
just
now.
part of my life. It really is. It's
So
part of my
cool,
life.
man.
Which
It's
is,
so
which,
sick.
which is incredible, you know? I think that's a huge, huge testament to everything we've done here and how important it is to do it together and just giving it time without pressuring it. 6 months would have been too short.
Yep.
I really think that the 1 year when I got back from Europe and I was away for a month and I still went to the gym, I knew like, yeah, this is,
When was that? May?
yeah, May, June.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, the last month of.
Yeah, because I was gone for a month and a bit, and,
Yep.
and I was still went to the gym, and I didn't come back obese. I didn't come fat. I didn't come slow. We didn't go to lower weights when I got
No.
back. We
Yeah,
still
you
kept going from
maintained
where
it.
we were. I maintained it,
Yeah.
and so I think that was like it shifted my mind. Like, okay, I can, you know, it's gonna sound, doesn't mean to sound cruel, but like I don't need you anymore, kind of
Yeah,
thing. But
100%.
it's not the same. But also like I
You
still
left the bird's nest. You've,
yeah, I left the burdens. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even I can be independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas really like 6 months before
But
that.
straight up, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care if I had 1,000 clients in a few years as Veggie Boy. You will always be my favorite, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's never going to be another transformation.
Yeah.
I might be able to help some lady lose 60 kilos or completely just look like a different human, but from a lifestyle perspective and an
Yeah.
overall,
Impossible to.
I don't
replicate.
think I'll be able to do that again unless I lived with somebody again. You can't give that. You can't give them that.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So I think no matter where this journey takes me, this will be my favorite
Yeah.
transformation.
Yeah. Same.
So cool.
Same. And also because you got to witness. Because it's so intimate. Like we live together.
Yeah,
We talk about everything. We were friends before. We best friends.
literally.
Became best friends throughout this journey, and like we know intimate details about each other, which we'd never tell other people, and we just there's no way that anyone else would know the changes, the way you've witnessed it day to day,
Yeah.
create on all sorts of things.
100%.
That we will never even talk about
Yeah.
on a podcast like
Like
this
private
publicly.
things, everything.
But in private, like this is even though this is very deep, it's still relatively surface level as to how impactful the whole thing was.
Yeah,
On so many levels,
100%. Got another question too.
Yeah. So that was the biggest challenge for me, I would say.
Favorite experience over this journey?
Fuck.
I'll list a few. I couldn't just name one, to be honest. I reckon one in general would just be, I don't know when it was or what day it was or the date, but just when I've seen you not come out of your shell, but just be the new you. And I can't list that today because it's been a slow transformation, but there was just a moment, I don't know when it was, when I saw you dressing cooler, man, and just, I don't know, just looking like you were just a new dude, tanning and just, not necessarily that it means anything, but you just have found this sweet spot where you're good with business, you've got good money, and you're going to keep hitting these new goals, but everything was just there. And there was a point where I saw it, and I think it was when you were tanning outside by yourself, or when you hit the gym by yourself when you went overseas, and all these aspects. I'm like, fuck, man, this is the new run.
Yeah, 2.0.
That was, for me, the best experience, because I knew I'd done my job.
Yeah.
My service has been
Yeah,
rendered,
yeah. Fulfill, 100%.
For sure.
I think there's something to be said about that, the service rendered as well. I've had people ask me about the finances piece. How much do I pay you? How does it work? Some people, even though they didn't say it directly, but it's like almost like as if I'm being taken advantage financially. There was definitely that kind of like a thing. And also, how much do you get? Like, there's definitely like kind of, and I think it's important to also clear it up. And it's like, even for the last few months, it's been way less value, quote unquote, because you've been way more focused on what you're building.
Yeah.
But
Way
I
more
think,
independent.
yeah, exactly. But I think the point that's really missing is this isn't a transactional. You go to the store, you pay $5, you get a coffee, and it's transactional.
Yeah.
This is a life.
Or a lot of PTs.
Yeah.
Technically transactional.
It's very
People
transactional.
go in, they give them their money,
Yeah.
they get their 40 minutes of exercise, they go separate ways, they
Yeah.
don't really help them
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, totally. This was way more a accountability slash business buddies slash accountability buddies slash team slash collaboration
Yeah.
versus I'm paying and he's not, or whichever way. It's like so insignificant because the value is priceless. The transformation
Yeah.
is priceless. The mindset shift of you learning from me and me learning from you on what we're good at.
Because what we've got at this point, when we're leaving this experience at this point,
yeah,
what you've got is priceless overhaul of life,
100%.
and what I've got is priceless.
yeah,
It doesn't matter what I was paid or what I could have been paid or what anything.
It's
What
irrelevant.
I've got going next is a chance at
yeah,
at living a life like you have.
Yeah.
Of living completely financially free.
yeah,
In a place I love.
yeah,
Completely free from the matrix, never to return.
yeah, yeah. And I
It's
could
invaluable.
and I could look naked.
You look good naked.
So
Yeah.
you know,
And adding years to your life.
yeah,
It's
and adding
just
years to my life. It's
crazy, man.
so that I think it's an important point that needs to be said as well. It's priceless. So how do you put a price on that? You just don't. Like, it's just, I could afford it. You're willing to take what was given. There was no like haggling. It was just like,
Yeah.
we're here. We're just doing this together.
We winged it.
We winged
we
it.
winged so much, and it's
So
so
much.
much.
So much. We didn't plan
We didn't plan anything really.
nothing.
We just found what works, and if it's working, we keep doing it. And if
Yeah.
it started not working, we find another way to do it.
Yeah.
Whether it was a meal prep service or jumping from this to that or
Yeah.
new gyms,
Yeah.
it's all worked out. It's a complete like definition of letting life flow
Yeah.
and just going with the flow as
Yeah.
much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not stressing about things and
Yeah.
you know.
Even the first 6 months, I mean, I was on your back. Like, you were driving me around. I didn't know how to
True.
drive.
No, now you have
Now I
an
drive.
unofficial license in Bali.
Yeah, I ride. Now I ride.
Dude, I don't even remember that. It feels
Yeah.
like ages ago.
I
Like
know.
you've been riding yourself and we're doing lessons.
Yeah,
going
that's
around Sese and
That's
shit. and
right.
first
He
time
taught
on
me
the
how to
mountain.
ride. This dude taught me how to ride as well. Talk about life coaching. I've never ridden in my life. He's taught me how to ride,
That's epic, man.
and now I
Yeah.
get around myself. I
Yeah.
go on dates. It was
You
like-
went to fucking Seminyak or something, didn't you?
Uluwatu.
Uluwatu.
Yeah.
You rode to Uluwatu.
Yeah, Uluwatu. Seminyak. I took that chick on a
Yeah,
date
yeah,
and I brought her back. Like, like it's...
Yeah.
So like riding and it's just that was another like that's what I mean, like it's not, you cannot put a price on a life transformation on so many things, because all I knew was like business and working hard, and that was like the extent of my thing and my expertise and focus. And now I'm like, okay, chill, relax, son, eating well,
Yeah.
drinking well, dressing, getting a nice haircut, looking good, presenting myself, social skills on relationship, like it's just all sorts of things. So I think that aspect, that question is really important to cover as well, the finances piece.
Yeah.
And the fact that not more people do this, it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It is, if there's one thing I'm hoping this interview will do also, if it does end up being watched by people, is to inspire a bunch of semi-rich people.
Yeah.
And when I say semi-rich, I'm talking 6 figures. You don't have to even be multiple six figures. I think below 6 figures is questionable. 6 figures, you're a freaking retard if you don't
Yeah.
find a PT to train you
Especially
minimally.
in a Southeast Asian country where it's, or anywhere that's like that.
Literally. You are a freaking moron
Yeah.
to not do that. And I think it should be not, what we did is so extreme. It's actually so extreme, like
Yeah.
it should be, but it should be normalized.
Yeah, it should be normalized.
It should actually be normal.
If you have
It's
that
not.
money, 6 figures like you said, and you're out of shape, or you think you could do better with your health, then this should be the normal.
Yeah.
It should almost be like a job avenue. As in
Yeah.
like there should be like PTs who are willing to go live with people.
Yeah.
It should be like
100%.
I'm qualified now.
Yeah, yeah. For you business people, let me just say, you're gonna pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook for ads, and you won't pay $4,000 to your own fitness and health.
Yeah.
You're
For accommodation,
You're a
food.
freaking moron.
Yeah.
Like, that's just stupid, Or hiring another team member. Like, some people have 10 team members. They pay them $2,000, $3,000 a month. Why are you hiring an 11th person? Why isn't the 11th person? Why isn't the 5th
PT.
person at full-time? Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's actually bonkers
Yeah.
how insane it is that it's
Because I'm
not-
sure it would push your business further too in a lot of aspects.
100%.
If you're healthier and sleeping better and doing things.
Yeah.
Like I remember there's a point where you're like, man, I'm literally working like a third of the amount of time I was
Yeah.
before, and I'm still like on the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Like I found something, and whether it was like you're sleeping better, you're feeling more energetic, you're feeling better mentally, like
Yeah.
whatever it was,
Yeah.
it was like portraying into your business life.
Yeah. It wasn't affecting. And I think it's a bit unique because my business does have passive income involved. So obviously I was kind of fortunate that I did get to that point where I built a business that doesn't require as much of my
Yeah,
time.
true.
But it was also a mindset shift for me because I never thought about the fact that I could stop working 15 hours a day all of a sudden I'm working 3 hours a day because I'd eat for 6 hours a day.
Yeah, true.
Because I was such a slow
Literally.
eater, you know.
Yeah, shout out the slow eating days. You've gotten a bit better, to be honest.
Yeah, I got
First
better.
6 months was just like,
Hopeless.
we'll go out for a cafe feed or a restaurant and I would eat my meal relatively quick. I eat relatively quick, but say 5-10 minutes tops. This guy's like not even a tenth of the way through his meal most of the time. Would be minimum 1 hour, sometimes like an hour and a half, to the point where I'm like, dude, can we just like get the rest takeaway and go home now, bro? And mind you, when I was like taking him everywhere, would we go eat out multiple times a day.
That's right.
So it was like...
And not only that, I couldn't ride. So he had to wait because he's the driver too.
Yeah. What was the ongoing joke? I was a professional waiter.
A professional waiter.
Yeah, professional waiter. What do you do? I just wait around for this bloke to finish eating.
Because I wasn't used to eating that much.
Yeah.
And so it would take me forever. I'd spend 4 hours a day eating.
Yeah.
And then I'd nap for 2 hours. And then I would sleep for 8 to 10 hours because I never used to sleep. And then I'd gym for 2 hours. And all of a sudden it's like, well, I've got only 2 hours to work.
You smash it.
So I'd smash it. But after 4 months, I was like, I'm still making freaking 25, 30K a month. What the freaking hell? I remember December, I think it was. I remember I went, when I went for New Year's with my ex, I think I made that month, I think I made 38 to 39,000 that month. And I went on a 3-day holiday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what the frick?
That's Ulu?
Yeah.
That's almost a year ago.
Yeah. Fuck. I know. So, that was like...
It's gone fast, man.
It's gone so fast.
It's gone fast.
Yeah.
Like certain aspects, it feels like a little bit long, but then when you look back, you're like, fuck, 18 months almost.
Yeah.
Gone.
So quick.
Crazy.
Yeah, but that was a big shift for me. That was the point I noticed it, is when I went to Olu. It's when I noticed, like, hang on. I just made 38. I was like counting. I was like, why? And then I needed to figure out how to continue to grow. But still, it's just, that was a shift as well for me. And I think business people will experience that. That's another interesting point. They'll experience that. But freaking you rich fuckers, or mini rich, 6-figure people.
Yeah, look after yourselves.
Get a PT. Get a PT, even if it's online PT, if you're not comfortable living with somebody. Yeah, literally just like, you're an idiot if you don't. You're literally a freaking idiot.
What's the point of having all that money if you're not healthy?
Yeah.
Can't, live long without injuries or be fat or bad posture.
Yeah.
It's just no excuse.
Yeah.
Got more of an excuse if you're poor, to be honest. Like, you're wealthy, you've got money.
Yeah.
You should be in good shape.
And also, even if you think you're okay, do a training with a PT, because also the other point is when you start doing strength training, then we realized, okay, the shoulder's really bad.
Yeah.
The back is like...
You're exposed.
Yeah, until we actually put some pressure, you don't think anything's wrong.
And most men, just because they're men, think they're just strong, or like, but the generic male, you try to do some dips or a push up or a chin up, you got fuck all. You got nothing. You're weak as piss, mate.
100%.
Literally.
Freaking losers.
Yeah, well, it's a shame. You can't do a push up as a grown man. It's pretty shameful, to be honest. It's pretty sad.
100%.
What was your favourite experience?
What was the question again?
Favorite experience? Yeah. Mine was the moments that I knew...
The moments of transformation?
Yeah, there was just significant moments where I knew that you'd achieved what you needed to achieve out of this. And it's happened along the way in different areas, definitely. Full independence in your end kind of thing. Whereas you didn't need me in the gym so much, and maybe for an extra bit to push, but for the most part, you're good to go. Anywhere in the world, you're doing your dips and you're doing your chin-ups, and you're not going to stop.
It's true, it's difficult to pinpoint one.
Another one was mine, finding Willow. That was like a very important, and it really solidified my spot here in Bali, because I can't really leave now. Yeah,
that's right.
You can, but it's illegal, so you've got to do it under the market. So if I do choose to leave, it will, I'm stuck now. Yeah,
that was a good
very pivotal moment.
Yeah, I think it was such an interesting, also talking about fate, like such an interesting add-on that we didn't plan for that.
No.
At all.
I was full winging it.
And I'm paying for, like, I'm like, okay, I know, and I know I'm paying for it. That's just, he's adopting, but I'm paying. And that's fine. It was great,
Oh, she's been a legend to be around.
She's been a legend. Shout out to Willow.
Yeah, shout out Willow. What a fucking
Too bad
legend,
she's not
dude.
here, but...
Yeah, she should be. Yeah. She's been an important part of the journey, to be honest.
100%.
She's been a ball of joy.
Yeah.
Can't keeping us both sane at times, really.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been the only bitch around for the most part.
The only bitch. While we're focused on hustling.
Literally.
Fuck, favorite moment. I'm really struggling with that one, eh? I mean, there's a few things. Obviously, having a girlfriend was nice, to be honest. Like, that was really a good point, you know, just being able to do that. I think, actually, there was one moment. I know the one moment I liked the most, when we fist bumped. And when we first moved to that villa of that person. And we both went to our room. And we fist bumped. That was definitely...
Yeah, that conversation?
Yeah. That was
Because the rooms are in the same kind of...
Yeah. That was probably, like, if I was to pick a favorite moment, it was like...
Solidified the broship.
Yeah, that was definitely like a true bromance has peaked kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think if I was to pick one moment, that was a cool moment, I think.
That villa was cool though, man. That was like obviously you had the missus there too, and it was just like it was Willow's first area where she was outside too, and like, it was really good for her. It was just there was a good stepping stone. Every single place we've had has been like a new zero. It really has.
Yeah, new zero. Let's talk about that, new zero.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I mean, I talk about that.
Yeah, you invented it.
I made it up from somewhere. I don't remember where I made it up, but the whole concept of new zero is that every time in your life you are at a stepping stone and you're trying to move forward. And so every time you reach a certain milestone, whether it's financially or physically or whatever, well, I was thinking of it financially. That's why
that's where it came from, I think. Especially was like when I was saying I want to save this amount of money.
That's right.
And I first had like 1,000 or something.
That's right.
I was like, you're like, this is your new zero now.
That's right.
Don't go under it, which I did, but
yeah,
I'll keep fighting.
Yeah.
That was where it came from.
That's
and then we just started talking about it with whatever.
That's right.
Housing.
It became a general concept for lifestyle.
It should be. It's great.
Yeah. So the concept
of the new
zero,
standard.
That's right. The new standard.
This is the new standard.
So new zero is equivalent to new standard, but new zero meant originally that, and the way I told it to him is that let's say you have $0 in your bank account, and that's your minimum. You're not going under zero. Well, that's your zero. So, but if you're like, well, I'm never going under $5,000 in my bank account, that's your new zero.
Yeah.
So your zero actually you can move the bar. So that's your minimum, and so we just
$5,000 is your new broke. Like that's you can't go under that.
You just don't go under. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
and
great concept.
some people it's a debt thing. Like in my mind, there was a point I was in debt, so you know, okay, debt free. That's zero, whatever it is. And so we transferred that concept to
everything.
To everything. So every time we move to a new villa, new zero.
New PB in the gym.
New PB in the gym, new zero. Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
And it became like a running thing.
Yeah.
And I think Willow was a new zero.
Yep.
Having that companionship, you know, just to freaking, you know, it's just cool to have around.
Yeah.
And I think also like you are plant-based, vegan. Like I think just having an animal there is also
100%.
It just aligns with the values so much.
Yeah. If you're an animal person, it's like there's not much better to be around, you know.
Yeah.
Just relate to animals better than people for the most part.
No one's gonna be happier for you coming home than.
No one's ever gonna be happier in this lifetime
bitch
than
gonna
my
be
dog
happy with that
Willow
bitch.
seeing me after I come back home after 2 hours.
Yeah.
It carries on like I've been gone for 4 months.
Yeah.
It's the best.
When we moved from Sese to Nyani, you went first, and she was going crazy.
Yeah.
She thought she was being abandoned again.
She said she was poking her head under the fence and stuff, and crying and jumping up and down.
Oh, she was just losing her mind. She thought you were leaving her again.
Yeah. She's got some...
because we take her last. Obviously, we move all the furniture out, so she's seeing everything being moved out.
Yeah. Traumatizing.
And she's just traumatized.
Already been abandoned once at the beach. No more, please.
Yeah. Favorite moment? Okay, that's a good moment. I would say that fist bump night. I think that was a good.
DDF was fun too. I think looking back on it.
Yeah, DDF.
Just the
maybe launching
bloopers too.
Bloopers
just like the little like it's like the dumb shit that like.
That was a good milestone.
That was our moments. It was fun. It was fun for me and a new world for me to open up to.
Yeah.
So comfortable for you, you know.
Yeah.
You're doing all your intro videos and stuff, and I was just like, what, dude? I was like so uncomfortable, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
So that was a cool experience.
Yeah.
And the flood, to be honest, not the best, but
it was
one of the most profound experiences that we went through here.
Yeah, profound, 100%.
Epic.
100%. Chairman's plan.
Yeah, man.
By the way, when we say chairman, we refer to God. That's the phrase. It's from the movie Adjustment Bureau. You gotta watch that movie. Movie nights were
good
fun.
share, man. Movie nights have
Movie
been
nights
great.
were fun.
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was
Just
good.
finished Breaking Bad. It's taken about a year.
Yeah.
Worth it though.
Yeah. We watched Matrix together.
Terminator.
Terminator. We still have some
Adjustment
other-
Bureau. That one with the chick with the school.
Freedom Riders.
That was great.
That was a great movie.
We watched some bangers.
Yeah, it was some good movie nights as well.
Even Quiet Place, bit of a horror.
Oh yeah,
Got around
that's
that one.
right. That's right.
Watched some rippers. Tried every vegan cafe around Canggu, pretty much.
Oh, you know another favorite moment is when we went to Waterbourne.
Oh yeah, that was banger.
That was a banger day as well.
Yeah.
That was
With
your
my parents.
birthday?
With my parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a banger. That was not a banger day.
Have we been twice?
No, I went
You went
twice because I went with. But you went once.
Yeah.
We should do it again. We should do like a. Well, we want to do it for different water parks.
We didn't go just with me and you, did we?
Huh? No.
It was with mum and dad.
Yeah. But we need to do. So we want to do like a ritual where once a year or something, once we're cashed up, we can go to a different water park somewhere in the world. And
We
just
both
do-
love water slides.
Yeah, we fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
We're freaking kids.
So
s-
fun.
Yeah, we want to like try all the best ones in the world. We got it all saved.
Yeah, we googled heaps of
We
them.
Googled heaps of them, we got a
saved
whole
a few
list.
videos of the top 10 water parks in the world.
Top 10 water parks. If any water parks wants to sponsor us.
Yeah, you will sponsor
Yeah,
us one
yeah.
day. It's coming.
That and cruises.
Yeah, cruise is a big one. We should. Iran's lifestyle has inspired me for doing what I'm doing online. It's just this expat. Is that what it's called? Expat.
Nomad.
Nomad. What is an expat?
Expat is also, but expat is more like you lived overseas.
Okay, someone who lives overseas.
Yeah, nomad is more when you're moving around.
Yeah. So
You're
nomad,
an expat. You will be considered an expat. Right?
Okay. But the nomad lifestyle, just the financial freedom to be able to just go wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest win out of this. Other than-
Inspiration.
yeah, my inspiration that I've got is just. Wow, we could keep talking for another 2 hours. man.
Mate,
It's
so
fucking
much more shit.
Crazy.
On my list, I know there was something else that I didn't actually cover. I really wanted to talk about a couple of points. Number one, maybe we'll leave it to a different video, but I think another thing that I realized about how, because I was talking about my mindset, about how things have shifted for me, but this is not about me. I am simply a side effect of freaking humanity, because most people probably don't go to the gym, can't do their own body weights, can't do push-ups proper, can't do dips proper,
100%.
don't count their calories, don't track their food, don't understand what tracking food means. I still don't
Don't
understand.
recover.
Don't recover. I still don't
Don't
understand.
sleep well.
Don't sleep. Yeah. Don't go to the sun.
Don't do anything good.
Yeah. We're fucking
Literally
stupid.
though.
We're a dumb race.
Obsessed with making money, but just have zero intelligence for their own well-being and health.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I think that's something to be said. I made a note of that, because as a business guy, it is so like, okay, how much does it cost you to acquire a customer? That's a very common question people ask, because it costs X dollars to find a customer, so you know your numbers. Okay, what's your overheads? What's your revenue? What's your gross revenue? What's your expenses? What's your bliss? How much you pay in taxes? What's your GST? It's also numbers based to be able to make logical, healthy decisions for the pro survival of the business so it continues to grow and succeed and thrive.
Yep.
Why the freaking hell is the tracking not happening for health and fitness? I mean, it does in the fitness world, but like somebody said, sponsored by Coke, we'll explain why Coke Zero, right? But the point is that people don't always, majority of people don't track or think about tracking how much calories, how much protein, how much fat, how much this, how much that. When you go to restaurants, you don't have it listed. You might say how much gram something is, but it doesn't tell you get this much protein for every meal. Like if you go to most restaurants, even in Bali, you don't even have that.
Here we're blessed because there's a few, but like 99% of restaurants, cafes in the world don't have that.
Yeah. The fact that this concept is not normalized,
Yeah.
that's probably the most profound thing for me. Is also, I know it's such a nerd thing. Like, is it from a business,
Numbers.
from a business like potential, like, oh, what a market I could get into as a
Yeah.
business guy.
Yeah, we're talking about this.
You know,
Setting
but-
up macros for restaurants and shit.
Yeah, like it's fascinating to me how our world is so warped that those things are not normal.
Yeah, not prioritized.
Hiring a PT to live with you or live next to you and train you and cook for you, or hiring a chef
Yeah.
Who knows how to count calories? That's not like you probably have rich people who have chefs. Do they count their calories? I don't know.
Yeah, probably just tasty food.
Maybe tasty food.
Yeah.
I will feel like eating blah. But so that's to me that's probably one of the most profound realizations. Like why?
Yeah.
You know, if there's one impact from this podcast I want to is that people like normalize the fact that those things are. Why is this not normal?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
You know. So yeah, that was one thing that I want to mention. I think it's important. Lower back, macros, my yawning, my life before. Why abs? I may not, but I think that matters. I mean, I want to get better quality potential chicks, obviously, because you
Yeah.
know that's, you know, if you want to get
Bigger
a good,
ocean, bigger pond.
yeah, you want to expand your potential.
Yeah.
If you're a good-looking dude, you have a chance to get somebody who's more good-looking. So that was obviously
Marketing aspect.
yeah, that was
Literally.
that was obviously like a
It's like paying ads.
yeah. It's just it's just the way it is, you know.
That's one thing for me. Everything is like honestly on the same
It's
thing.
so transferable.
It's like, it is, bro. From business to fitness, it's just like it's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's a different way of doing it.
We realize how similar our world is without
Yeah.
knowing
Yeah.
that aspect. That part is crazy.
Crazy. Like he can spend all day in a co-working, and I can just spend all day in the gym.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I
Yeah.
go twice a day and I could spend 3-4 hours there. Shouldn't, 'cause it's
Yeah.
too much, but I enjoy it so much.
Yeah. Another thing I think is important is why plant-based / vegan. For me, I didn't care.
Mhm.
I just wanted to not be hungry.
Yeah,
Which
true.
didn't always end up happening because when you're on the cut, then sometimes you're just hungry.
Yep.
But that's fine. It's probably, to be fair, still eating probably more than I used to anyway. But the other point on that is one noticeable difference. Some people ask me, has the vegan diet been better for you? Da, da, da. The truth is, it's impossible to know because I've changed so many things.
Yeah.
You don't know. But one noticeable difference is the food coma. I haven't experienced food coma since eating plant-based, and I think that's a huge shift for me.
Yep.
Because I used to get so tired after eating. In the little what I was eating, I'd want to take a nap after.
True.
I haven't had that. The only time I took naps is because I was at the gym and I was
Yeah, cooked.
freaking knackered,
Yeah.
you know. But once we got over that hump at the beginning, I barely took naps. I think maybe
Yours hasn't been from an ethical point, but the things I have educated on, you didn't even know what happened with dairy, man.
That's
and
right.
Alice is the same. I'm surprised how many people don't know
Yeah,
how dairy industry works. Because even that was, you were like, fuck, that's brutal, man. Like,
yeah,
and you're not like an animal rights person, but like, you're still like, that's fucking not really
Bullshit.
justifiable. Like,
Yeah.
just for a coffee.
yeah.
Um,
And I think that's also a point of normalizing things. It's just like, why is this thing not normal? What?
yeah.
Even if somebody chooses not to be vegan, they should at least be exposed to the information so
Yeah.
they can make a decision on,
Definitely.
you know, I think that's very important. Just, you know,
Most of this information's hidden for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the dairy industry doesn't want you to know what happens in it because
Yeah.
majority of people found out, they probably would stop drinking dairy.
yeah, probably.
You know, most people.
Most people would. That was my list.
What about next?
What's next for us?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Dubai for 2 to 3 months, actually to get a car license. That's actually what I'm going for. That's actually the main reason why I'm going to Dubai. Also, I mean, I'm in a phase in my life. I mean, I'm 39 now. I don't feel 39. I feel best physical feeling I've ever had.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, dude. Even that moment then, that's probably like the
You
most, one of the my favorite experiences. Just hearing you say that.
Yeah, like genuinely.
I haven't heard you say that before yet. To
Yeah,
be honest.
never felt stronger,
Let's go.
fitter. That there's no question. Like, I'm the healthiest I've ever been, so that's huge. And so obviously, like, I do wanna.
Wait, quick shout out to shaving.
Oh yeah,
So I've been shaving my legs for many, many years. Okay, like I'd say at least
mate. We don't
10
have enough
years of my
time
life.
here.
Yeah, this guy's basically shaving now. It happened like a year ago or something. He started doing it on his arms, and he started
A
doing
year?
the
You
legs.
think it's that long?
I reckon we were in.
Nah, mate.
I would have been in Vagos. So started this year.
6
Then.
months.
6 months. I was definitely in Vagos.
You reckon?
Yeah, because you were outside doing it, and you're getting me to do it on your
Oh
back.
yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it
At
with-
least 6 months.
You're with.
Oh,
you're with
that's
her
true.
when you're doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it would have been start of this year or something.
Yeah, true. 10 months then.
Close to 10 months you've been shaving, but
Yeah.
full legs and
Yeah.
loves it. It's aesthetic.
That's right. That's another point.
Yeah, great point. Aesthetics.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we? Next. 39, best you ever felt, youngest you ever felt, strongest you
sure.
ever felt.
For sure. And also confident that I'll maintain it is
Mm.
important.
Very important.
It's not a I'm not fasting for 30 days and then losing everything or something stupid. Like I'm
Yeah.
not just losing my, like it's maintainable, and I think
Yeah.
that aspect is really key as well. Like when I went to Portugal, I went and found a gym. I went to Israel, I went to find a gym. I signed for a gym. That's just what you do.
Cruise.
The cruise, I
Yeah.
went to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Another shout out is actually the gym culture. Because I've never been to a gym, so I don't understand.
Good culture.
Great culture.
Yeah.
It's just not a great reason. Even if you're in business or you want to meet girls or guys or just meet friends or colleagues, gym culture is great.
Yeah, so true.
You know,
If you get
like,
a good gym too,
yeah.
the right
Even
gym.
the guy that I met, like he's the second top bodybuilding guy. I mean, I just went and chatted to him. Like, you don't have that.
Yeah.
It's actually like really cool. Like,
Very
you have-
approachable people for the
Very-
most part.
for the most part, very approachable people. So I think that aspect is important as well. But yeah, for me, 3 months, and then I'm just setting myself up financially so I can retire by next year. And my definition of retire is work 2 hours a day on my business/job, what makes money, and then everything else, setting myself up so if I want to start a family, or when I start a family, I'm really ready for it. That will be the next year. And we'll see location-wise, but if, let's say, we end up doing another gig like this, maybe it will be for Comp or Ninja Warrior or something. It'll
Yeah.
be like the next, we'll pick...
Big goal or something.
Yeah, we'll pick something that's like, oh yeah, you know what, fuck that. Let's do something cool like that. But what's important is that you've got your own...
Independence.
You got your own independence. So we're not going there as a client coach or client employer, whatever. We're going there as best mates. And I think that will be, for me, yeah, that'll be the next thing that I'd like to get to. 3 to 6 months will be a good goal for us, I think,
Yeah.
to do that. That'll be cool.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And as for me, it's Veggie boy all day, every day until I build up the clients and live the financial free life that he's inspired me to live. Because I know it's achievable now. The ball's rolling and I'm not stopping until it's on. So, Veggie boy takeover
Yeah, man.
coming soon.
Yeah, yeah. We got a website for him coming as well, so we'll link all that. And yeah.
Let's go, bro. Fucking best shit ever, mate. It's honestly,
Yeah,
it's, a,
mate.
it's a life-changing thing.
Life changing.
Yeah, one of the biggest turning points in my
Yeah.
life, forever.
Yeah, 100%. We'll look back, watch this video again, I reckon, in a decade.
I'll do another one.
Man, we should do another one. I'm like, these things that I'm thinking about, like, fuck, we didn't talk about.
Yeah, we could have done 5 hours.
Man, we could have done 5 hours there.
Mate, we'll get a few more in.
Yeah, we'll have to. It's almost like an annual thing just to see the progress.
Yeah.
It'll be good to just recap. Because also we have so much time to recap when we're together, but now I'm going to be away.
Yep.
We'll have some recap.
When you're back in Bali,
Yeah.
and hopefully I'm at a point where I'm, on my feet good, and you'll be at a different spot.
Yeah.
We'll do another podcast.
Yeah, man.
Part 2 incoming.
Prior to incoming. Thanks for watching. Really
Thanks, guys.
appreciate you. Cheers.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for waiting. You're pissing down, dude.
Yeah.